It's Thursday for the last time in 2026A, and you know what that means. It is the last night of IndyCar racing here for this half of the year right here on ERN. Hello again, everyone. I am Gary Gotzo, and welcome to Championship Thursday, round 11 of the Elite Racing League's premier racing division, the P1 IndyCar Championship, as we come to you from what we like to call sometimes Gateway, but this is a great racetrack that gives us money. They are a great sponsor, so it is Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway, just on the other side of the Mississippi River from St. Louis for the 13th running of the F5 Challenge St. Louis 500. Well, everybody, Indianapolis is in the rearview mirror. The milk has been drank, the bricks have been kissed, and now the focus shifts to the biggest race of the year, the last race of the season, or the next biggest race of the year, and the last race of the season. It's tonight at Worldwide Technology Raceway. There are no second chances. Tyler Fode comes in with a championship lead and a chance to do something that no one in the Elite Racing League has ever done before, and that has become the first Grand Slam champion with titles in IndyCar, Cup, Grand National, and Truck. But the 2026A P1 IndyCar Series and Championship Rookie of the Year, Daniel Falkingham, still has one shot to try to left in the chamber to stop him, and one race to flip the whole season on its head. The Indy 500 might be over, but the championship is not. One final night, one final fight, one champion left to crown. Joining me in the booth, as always, to see this through to the end is Luis Gonzalez-Nunez. Luis, welcome to Gateway and the final race of the season.
Whew, yeah, we are finally on the end of the season with this amazing battle with these two guys. We didn't expect to have a Falkingham in this close to the championship. And to be honest, crazy stuff. Sainz 2023. The last person be a champion, and also Indy 500 champion, it was Robert Maleska. The first person did that. It was Henry Bennett in 2021A, when he beat Adriano Piñero for 140 points. Basically, he became a champion with two races before for the last one. And funny thing, both of them, it was Adriano Piñero. Finished in second place. Robert Maleska in 23 won the championship by only 7 points over Adriano Piñero. So kind of crazy stuff. And also, Fode's been in this chance for 3 times. The last one was the most dramatic when the Adriano Piñero didn't show up for 3 races. So now is the time for Adriano finally get the champion after 3 times try to get the champion today.
Here are the points coming into this race. We will talk about the scenarios as they develop. Tyler Fode is your points leader by 32 points over Daniel Falkingham. Those are the only 2 drivers in contention for the championship tonight. Ethan Stanley is 3rd, Brian Blauman is 4th, Hunter Ingrave is 5th, Chad Frankenfeld is 6th, Ryan Schuld, Alexis Newsom, Seb Alexander, and Clindy in 10th. But a number of these drivers have not showed up tonight, so we might see some changing inside the top 10. The rookie points have been decided, and there you see Daniel Falkingham with the championship trophy next to his name already. He has clinched that. Alexis Newsom will finish 2nd in that championship. Micah Mixer not in the lineup tonight. He will come home. Actually, he will finish in 4th, as Paul Many Letters will probably step up to that bottom step of the rookie podium. Nigel Stock, Pedro Bybel, Mason Mitchum, Primetime John Stollard, Brian Greenlee, and Ricky Paz, your top 10. Let's get a nice starting lineup here from Worldwide Technology Raceway, as we are waiting for everybody to grid in here now to get ready to go racing. And yeah, you see on the pole, getting 1 extra bonus point and getting a little bit closer in the championship is Daniel Falkingham with a speed of 181 flat. Right next to him, Brian Blauman. Wow, we've seen this a number of times already this season, Lewis. These 2 guys sitting on the front row. Then we got Frankenfeld and Schuld. There's your championship other contender, your points leader coming into this race, Tyler Fode, in row 3 next to his teammate Ethan Stanley. How much is his teammate going to help him rear gun on this one? I would imagine the teammates will be a big benefit to Fode, whereas Falkenham does not have teammates in this race. Albrecht and Wagner in row 4, Forsyth and Gavel, who has won here before, in row 5. Lytle and Smith, Hobson and Decker, Aldrich and Heil, Camargo, Paul Mini Letters, Richie Hurd and Stock back on row 10. And Hunter Ingrave rounding out the remainder of this. It's the smallest field of the year, 21 cars. Hopefully it brings in some good racing.
Yeah, it's kind of pain because we have a really good field for the entire year. Actually, entire season. But as always, it's only 22. But it's okay. To be honest, we really focus on these two guys and what if could be have a disaster or could be a happy day for one of these guys.
For the last time in 2026A and to determine the champion for the 2026A P1 IndyCar Championship, green flag is out here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. It is Daniel Falkenham, our Rookie of the Year, going into turn 1 as the leader, and here comes Chad Frankenfeld. He likes this racetrack an awful lot, and he's trying to get around Blauman.
Yeah, already Tyler 40 went 2 positions over Chall and Stanley, actually. Stanley only one, actually. He's on 4th. So far for now, is the champion. I have to use the Excel now, you know. I know the field is really long. Actually, maybe I can see if what if Tyler 40 finished on 21. I have to say, what if?
Blauman going to go to the inside in the 1. And this is the time to do it when the tires are fresh. When the tires get worn, that high line's going to come into play. And Blauman to the point. He goes to the inside, try to defend a little bit as they go down the backstretch. Going into 3. Here comes Frankenfeld to the outside. We're going to go 3 wide just briefly going into turns 3 and 4. They sorted out single file. Blauman's going to lead off the quarter. He cuts down low. Here comes Falkenham wanting that position back. Here comes Chad Frankenfeld. Tyler Fody just staying in 4th, watching everything evolve in front of him. If he finishes in 4th, Daniel Falkenham is not going to win the championship even if he wins the race. The scenarios as we know it, and of course we're asking ChatGPT, and ChatGPT can be wrong sometimes. All Fody needs to do is finish 8th or better, basically, to become the champion.
Okay. Makes sense.
If Fody finishes 9th, Daniel will need to win and sweep all 4 bonus points. Well, he's got the bonus point, and here's championship implications right here on the outside, going through 3 and 4. Our 2 championship combatants side by side, and they're giving each other a lot of room on the front straight.
Yeah, actually, it is. I think with Fody, it's like he wants to win for sure the race, but also he want to be ahead of the Daniel Falkenham. So I don't know, man. If you are asking me what to do, I think I prefer to finish in the good spot. It could be top 5 or top 5 is going to be a good spot to me, but not be more than that because I think this is just about the time. Long race, actually. Long race.
Yeah, this is the 4th longest race of the season. Oh, cars on the wall coming off of 2. This is the 4th longest race of the season, 325 miles. And we'll be doing upwards of 5-6 pit stops tonight as this battle for the front continues the rage on here. We expect if someone could really conserve and you could get near the 50 lap a stint mark, you could do 4 stops. But we've been hearing people that might not been able to do that. It's probably going to be a 5 or a 6 stopper, with the 5-stop window open in lap 43, 44, the 6-stop window opening at 37, 38. Boy, this battle for the lead continues to rage on.
Yeah, actually, that battle is going to be until one of them, the tires getting...
Oh! Ethan Stanley all the way on the high side. We're going to go 3 wide. Gavel to the inside. And he clears Hunter Smith. Ryan Gavel got a win back here in 2020A when we visited here for round 6, his one and only IndyCar Championship win. Chad Frankenfeld starts to put a little distance between himself and Blauman by 2/10. Falkingham still third. Ryan Schold now in fourth. Ryan Schold and then Gavel up 5 spots. The big mover of the race right now. He certainly loves this place. We're going to go 3 wide into 1. Hunter Smith looking down low under Tyler Fode. Oh, whoa. Whoa. That's the last thing he needs right now. And he loses a couple of positions. One to Wags, and he might lose another one to Forsyth.
Yeah, Liz is still over there. You know what? Ryan Gable is losing again. Some position, and Tyler Fode is to 9.
Yeah, Tyler Fode's back in the 8th now as he's now challenging Wags on the high side. On the low side, Wags on the high side.
Wow, that's really changing everything in 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, that could have really that could have really
Yeah,
ended things very, very quickly in this race if he got caught up in that incident that we saw developing off of turn 2.
Yeah, that's the issue in turn 2 when you're going to the inside and you have outside somebody. It's difficult to come back to the proper line because you're gonna lose all that position. That's the problem when you choose the wrong line. And just be patient, my man. Be patient, my friend. Sorry.
Gavel to the inside of Schold, and now that will put Gavel. And if I remember right, Gavel, yeah, he is a Lake Norman driver, so he might be out there being a rear gunner for his teammate Tyler Fode. Maybe go out there and attack Falkingham as he gets a run now off of 2 down the backstretch on Falkingham. He's going to send it. Oh, he's right there on the attenuator. Is he going to send it in the 3? No, he's going to stay right there. Now he's going to go low. Falkingham gives it a little arrow block, goes to the bottom. Takes a peek. Doesn't see an opportunity there. Gets back in line. Gets a big run off the high side. Take a stab in the 3, down low, under Falkingham. Falkingham fights back on the outside and gets it back.
It's getting difficult, to be honest. 83 Fahrenheit on the track. Not really hot. Always is really cold in the night out here in the Gateway, and the track is getting like that. But the problem is about the degradation of the track on the car. Sorry, on the especially in turn 1 and 2, 3 and 4 is difficult. You're going with the tires super hot.
Oh, Gavel, I'm sorry, Gavel and Falkingham. They were really duking it out on the backstretch there.
That is true.
2 Little Eagle cars side by side. There's Ryan Schold, Hunter Smith. Gavel again to the inside into 3 and 4. Watch as Falkingham. Oh, he does not. He just slides back and he switches up and he goes to the low side. I thought Falkingham would fight on the outside there like he did last time. Some people
a little bit loose in between the corner, actually. Really loose in between the corner, Falkingham. That's why maybe he decided to leave the position of the Ryan.
Will ride with Falkingham. Maybe he wore out that right rear a little bit. As Gavel goes to the inside of Blauman. Those are 2 teammates right there, and they make that coordinated pass and move Gavel now up to 2nd. And, we talked about this before here. Whenever we come to Gateway races, Lewis, it's neither a favorite track of mine or yours, but for some reason I have 2 league wins here. I don't know why, but it just agrees with some certain driving styles, and right now this track really agrees with the driving style of Ryan Gabel.
I used to like it also Gateway, but you know what? It's getting more difficult when they change the tire model, all the stuff. My God, the track is super difficult. We used to go in this 1 and 2, just a little bit release, a little bit throttle, play with it a little bit over there, and that's it. You don't have to even put back gears on the car or even that. And now it's more concentration on the way you put the car and everything. I used to like it, to be honest, especially on DW12. But now it have so much expertise to all of these guys, and it really is difficult. And I think Ryan Gabel, and sometimes actually that's happened now. Ryan Gabel is the fastest lap. If you have the right adjustment, it could be your best track ever.
Yeah, Ryan Gabel, best lap of 178.5. As a top 3 starting to pull away, and maybe you're right. Maybe Falkingham was driving a little too hard in that opening stint there, and wore out his tires a lot faster than everyone else, because he's starting to fade back, and actually you kind of see him kind of lining up behind him a little bit now. I think if Chall gets around him, Chall will probably pull away, but it's also, we don't know what these drivers are doing in terms of a fuel strategy, and would Ryan Chall just be back there maybe just working off the draft of Falkingham at the moment, just trying to make this stint go as long as possible?
I really agree with that. Maybe that's why Tyler Ford is really no bigger problem on the back. It's just enjoy the moment and stuff. I think it's the pressure of all the stuff is just Daniel Falkingham, but also it's about it's your first time. It's not the first time for sure for Daniel, but it's the first time with this car driving over here, and it's really difficult. It's really not the same like Motegi. It's not the same like even Indianapolis. It's really different. You have to every single corner is different, and you can go high or you can go low. But if you go low, you can lose the car or you can lose a lot of position. So it's a lot of mix on the stuff that's happening here.
Craig Forsyth. Big run by Fodi on the high side. He's going to get that position back. And if Forsyth doesn't look out, Albrecht will come in and fill the hole, and he does. And Forsyth loses the position on that attempt on Fodi. But you're right. This is the first time they've been at this track with this car. When we say that, this is the first time. Remember, when we had our last race at Gateway to end 2025B, it was before we got the new code for the hybrid. The hybrid came in December, so this is the first time that in league competition that we've been running here with the hybrid.
And also with the new scan.
Yeah, and a new scan. And Tyler, I don't think really races the IR18 outside of the community very much, outside of the Elite Racing League community, so he might be trying to learn as he's going, but people like Matty Wags, for instance, AJ Hobson, Chris Albrecht, Craig Forsyth, they've been in a number of Gateway races with the hybrid, so they're a little bit more used to what this car does here.
Yeah, that's true. But also remember the setup they have the league. It is I race in one race. I raced one race here. That's good. Set? Yeah. That's good. Dramatic. And I came from the fixed. I came from the other leagues. I came from race week before in Gateway. I came here to racing 250 laps, 60 laps, and I got tired. I never raced so much time in this track, and the setup, it is completely difficult. And I really don't know how all these people do it for 260 laps in this track, and that really is difficult. I really got surprised. I got tired. I finished, I don't remember if I DNF or I finished at top 15, I don't remember. But it was tough, to be honest, tough. Especially in Iowa also too. I remember the other race in Iowa, I raced over here. And it's a lot of focus. And to be honest, it is way different from the other leagues.
And you are very busy in the car here. This is a 1.25 mile oval, and it's a bit of an egg-shaped oval with this end of the speedway narrower than the other end of the speedway. Oh, Gavel almost in the wall off of 2. Here's the wider end of the speedway. So you pretty much can go with a slight lift through 3 and 4, but pretty much full out in 3 and 4. Then all the way down the front straight, 100% throttle. Then you kind of crack the throttle a little bit in 1 and 2, drop a couple of gears, and I say a couple of gears. You can get as low as 4th gear through there, and then you upshift as you go back down the back straightaway, or up the back straightaway. And so your hands are very busy here. Let's ride with Brian Blauman here. He's in 5th gear right now. Goes to 6th gear in the draft. And watch him. He's going to drop at least a gear or 2 here in 1 and 2. There you go, 4th gear. Chris Albrecht, purple lap, 178.7. 4th gear off the corner, now the 5th gear. Goes to 6th gear. Oh, Gavel takes a shot at the inside and loses a lot of momentum. That's going to open up the outside here. Comes to the inside here. Here comes Blauman.
I think Gabo is losing the control or losing the it's not momentum, but he's losing something, and he need to calm down because I think he's maybe gonna lose something else. So it just it's not sprint. Just keep going what he keep doing. It could be payoff at the end.
Oh, we got a battle right behind. We'll go back to Hunter Smith, Daniel Falkingham, Ryan Schold. I mean, Falkingham is holding that whole group up. He's doing a good job at holding them off, but he is holding that group up now. So Schold had a shot, and now he cycles back. Hunter Smith is now taking a shot. And then right behind him, eager to get by as well, is Matt Wagner and A.J. Hobson at 7th and 8th. And Ryan Gavel, purple lap, 178.9. And this, folks, this is with tires that are 40 laps old. Almost at the end of a stint.
I think Gabel is going for everything. I know save fuel with for example, it's doing Brian Blauman over there, or maybe even Ryan Schul, and behind these two guys battle with for the 5th place.
Side by side off the corner, Hunter Smith, Daniel Falkingham. And now Daniel Falkingham gets back, gets the position. Hunter Smith back in line. He'll try to reset that pass up. Meanwhile, the top 3 are starting to pull away. Let's show you some gaps. As we expect, first round of pit stops inside. Here comes Hunter Smith. But again, late in the run, the high line is not going to be the low line's not going to be as powerful as it is later in the run with the high line coming in. We expect pit stops about any time. But there you see, 0.7 of a second from Falkingham up to Blauman. He can't afford to lose any more spots here before we come into the first pit window. And oh, by the way, the first pit window, just to remind everybody here, you must pit going into turns 3 and 4 on the apron there.
And also, do not have you cannot cross the yellow line. You see in between the entry, they have this red dot.
Oh, and Hunter Smith clears them. Yeah, we'll talk about that, the little red square that you talk about, the orange square, yeah.
That one is really, really important. If you touch it, you're going to have a black flag for unsafe pit, I think so, entry pit.
Hunter Smith, purple lap, 178.9.
There is the one. It is Schul, Frankenfeld, sorry, on the pit. The same skin, same livery.
So right at 43. So he is actually on the south end of the 5-stop strategy. So if he goes 43 laps, every 43 laps after this, he's actually going to have to fuel save about 2 laps at the end, or find 2 laps in the next 4 stints. So there you see him go up on the jacks. He could do that. It's still doable. He goes up on the jacks, get a new set of Firestone Firehawks, full tank of Shell racing fuel. Those green codes signify you can get off the pit limiter. And now a very slippery and very tight pit exit road here.
Ryan Schultz to the pits also too.
Now Ryan Schultz coming to 45. Whoa! He slides past. Remember, those cones are a lot closer to a lot farther out. They used to be in those cones used to be more into pit road before in the old scan. In this scan, those cones are now actually out by a good 50 feet more. So you have to slow down more.
4 people more coming to the pit. Yeah, that's true. It is like you're coming with all the speed in between the corners, and then you see the cone just in your face. You have to brake in the car with that, but it's not braking the car.
A lot of drivers at lap 47 now. If they can get closer to 50, they get closer to the 4-stop window. Brian Blauman is your leader. Falkingham is in second. Falkingham has done a good job at saving fuel. A.J. Hobson is in third. Ethan Stanley, we know he always does a good job at saving fuel. He's in fourth. Tyler Fode, he's in fifth. And none of these cars have pitted yet. I think Tate Lytle is coming to. Nope, that is Richie Hearn, not in a correct livery.
Tyler Fode, the leader champion, is on the pit now.
Yeah, Richie Hearn will get a delivery now. A.J. Hobson coming to pit road. Oh, he slides through, but he makes it. That gives the lead to Craig Forsyth, Ethan Stanley, and Tate Lytle. These have been the 3 that have stayed out the longest. Hunter Ingrave as well. Hunter Ingrave is a massive fuel saver, so it's not surprised to see him out there going long. Here comes Craig Forsyth, Ethan Stanley, Tate Lytle, Hunter Ingrave. So everybody coming to pit road for their first stop right now under green. Chad Frankenfeld now out on the race. Oh, we got a car around. That's Tate Lytle.
Tyler Fode loose, very loose on the turn 3 and 4. He left pass by Aldrich and Wagner in that corner. My God, he almost lost the car. It was close.
Well, we'll get back on Fode here as he is now in the 13th position. Ethan Stanley on pit road as the leader. He's now moving away. Craig Forsyth, here come everyone else around him. Frankenfeld now picks up the race lead officially. Ryan Gavel second, Blauman third, Falkingham fourth, Hunter Smith in fifth. And the top, basically the top 6 are right together on the racetrack. So we've gone through the first round of pit stops and first stint without a caution. And again, thanks for joining us. If you enjoy ERN's coverage of the Elite Racing League's P1 IndyCar Championship and respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash like and click the bell so you don't miss out on future ERN broadcasts. And speaking of future ERN broadcasts, we would like to show you the schedule for next season. We will show you this at the end of the program as well, but here is the schedule for next season. We're going to start off at July 23rd with a Triple Crown race at Pocono for the Pocono 500. Then we go to Portland, Milwaukee, Laguna Seca, then a doubleheader at Chicagoland, Watkins Glen, Las Vegas, then the 17th running of the Indianapolis 500. Then we go to Detroit, then we go to proper Phoenix Raceway, Road America, then the P1 US 500 at Michigan, and then we will wrap up again here in November at Worldwide Technology Raceway for the season 2026B capper. And so you see this season is actually going to be a longer season, 14 races, and we're going to have more road courses on the schedule.
Yeah, with Portland, Laguna Seca, Watkins Glen. Yeah, Road America's pretty good, but Laguna Seca.
Look, yeah, I was not happy when I saw Laguna Seca on the schedule either. I was not. And this is round 12 of the championship, everybody, so thanks for joining us.
We've been in one race, and Laguna Seca was really, really bad, but it is what it is. And it's not in this league, actually. But it is what it is. You know, Laguna Seca is really one of the track for IndyCar. Maybe it's no fun to watch it from outside, but the inside is really difficult, technical, especially in that corner when Zanardi make the pass in the last lap for Ryan Herta. Yeah, so it's a lot inside to play, and some people get in trouble in that track. But some others, like a Tyler 40 or even Daniel Fockingham, if it's gonna be a next season, Ethan Stanley also too, it could be doing very well in that track.
Chall and Fockingham side by side. We have a battle for the lead as well. It's Gavel to the inside of Chad Frankenfield. The battle between Fockingham and Chall has worn down, so now we're back to the battle for the lead, and it's Gavel to the point around Frankenfeld, and Blauman now in third. Blauman's been in third for most of this race. He's just been watching all this action in front of him. Here comes Hunter Smith. And Chall got around Fockingham. So now Fockingham needs to worry about Wags. And Wags is not going to show Fockingham any mercy. You've raced with Wags enough that he's had himself not the greatest season. He wants to end on a good note. He started this season with a win at Motegi, and it has been nothing but just bad luck from here on out as he goes high into turns 1 and 2, opens the door for his teammate Chris Albrecht down low. But very much, Wags races at this racetrack pretty well. And in fact, there's a lot of characteristics between this racetrack and Motegi. So we might see Wags do pretty good here tonight.
Yeah, actually, some people. I see Chris Albrecht getting close to the back of the car on the Mark Wagner. Yeah, some people have a good spot in some track. I really used to like it here. I like Motegi also too, so I really agree with that with that stuff. Especially in this corner, I think Wagner now make the pass on Daniel Fockingham is going to this back race between the fight to first. So it's doing a pretty good job. I think the thing is the patience in between to make the pass and don't get it crazy to do that. Because remember, it's not a sprint race. We used to have it in the Tuesday night. It's just a long race in the 100% long straight, and that is happening over here. And I think Wagner gonna do a good job. Last week he did a good job in the race, even in the qualifying when he qualified for the top 6 for the 6 fastest. But that's unfortunate for him. He finished in the really bad. He went from top to the hill to roller coaster down to the hill, so that's bad.
Yeah, Fockingham has led 2 laps, so he's got a point for leading a lap. He's got a point from starting from the pole. So that is, and here comes Albrecht to the inside. We'll get the camera on Albrecht to get the laps led stat off there. So right now the championship gap is 30 points. Remember, it was 32. Tyler Fode sitting in 10th, well behind this battle. It's like this group in 10th on back is like almost on a separate pace and strategy now at this point.
Yeah, actually.
Albrecht gets around. Fockingham slides up in front of him. And you still seeing the overlay. Former winner icons next to Frankenfeld and Smith for their Indy 500 wins. The asterisk you see means they're a rookie.
The gap in between Tyler and Tyler actually, and Daniel is just 28 points. So and now. So now Daniel's in 7, and Tyler Ford is in 10. So it's really quiet. The championship battle. Oh, it's loose! Woo! Daniel Buckingham loose in between the 3 and 4, almost lose the car.
Oh, and a little bit of a lift going into 1 before getting to 1.
It's a struggle with the car.
He is footing it right now. He is pedaling it. Here comes A.J. Hobson to the inside of Albrecht.
Again, I don't know if I always mention this. The force feedback on the Daniel Buckingham is maybe too high. I see moving so much the wheel, especially in the main straight, on the back straight. When it coming on the corner, it's moving way more the wheel. So I know it's like a real life, but also you can adjustment. I never put it too high, my fault feedback, especially because I working in the industry on the chef as a chef. My wrist is really destroyed, so I cannot
right.
keep that for so much long.
Well, that battle is kind of stabilized for the time being. Now we're seeing a battle here between Blauman and Wags. Wags takes a pig down the front straight, tucks back in line. Chad Frankenfeld is your leader now, as he now has a rear gunner in the form of Hunter Smith. Hunter Smith up 10 spots. Ryan Gavel in 3rd, Blauman 4th, Matt Wagner attacking high-low off the corner. It's going to take a shot inside, going into 1. Nope, just tucks back in line. And we're already at lap 72. We have been, I'm going to say it here, I don't invite one of these at all, but caution-free up to this point.
Oh, yeah, please. I see a car. Oh, Nitro stock was a lap down. I see a car very slow on the high line, but Nitro stock is a lap down now.
I want to thank our sponsor all season long for the Pole Award. The Pole Award sponsored by 4D Racewear. Check out their line of made-for-sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them today at 4dracewear.com or click on the link in the stream description. They've been the sponsor of the Pole Award all race long. And there's your Pole Award winner for another race, Daniel Falkenham, as he tucks in line behind Nigel Stock. Oh, here comes Albrecht to the inside. I don't think Falkenham expected Albrecht to take a step. Albrecht grabs a little bit of the apron. Big twitch, but he catches it. A.J. Hobson capitalizes.
Was close.
So we expect pit stops in about another 15 laps or so from now. We're already that close to. We're already that close to the next round of pit stops.
Actually, that's fast, to be honest.
Remember, Frankenfeld came in at lap 43. Sure. Hunter Smith came in at 46. Gavel came in at 46. Ryan Scholl at 45. Paul Miniletter's on pit road right now. I think he's retired.
Oh, Paul is out.
Yeah, he is retired.
Yeah, like you mentioned before the race, this is my time to be the driver of the day. I only did, I said, yeah, go ahead, just go for it. And I don't know, he did just 39 laps and the scene, so I tried to find out what happened with him. But he pulled out. He pulled away, the car.
Hunter Smith, Gavel, one of the closest battles on the racetrack. Let's go back to this battle with Falkenham, A.J. Hobson, and Albrecht. Albrecht is caught back up to that group. The whole Tyler Fode, Richie Hearn, Ethan Stanley, Craig Forsyth group is all together, including Hunter Ingrave. Nige Camargo's in that group right now. They're just all running together right now.
Yeah, save a fuel, actually. I think that groups do it. Just leaving Tyler Fode management the group. But Richie Hearn, Stanley, save a fuel. I think it's also forced a little bit. Actually, it's Camargo and Grave. No, Decker no. Decker is so far.
So
that's a one group.
If Fode finishes in 10th in his current running position, Daniel Falkingham must win and get at least 3 bonus points. And he has 2 bonus points right now. 1 for the pole position, 1 for leading a lap. The only 2 bonus points available are leading the most laps. And right now, the leader of that is Chad Frankenfield, and it's going to be a while. We see a battle brewing in the back there. Let's get to Ryan Schultz and Blauman. It's going to really take maybe Falkenham to dominate like the second half of this race in order to get that number, because right now, Frankenfeld has led a pretty significant portion of this race. There you see 66 of 81 laps have been at the point with Chad. Chad looking to end a long dry spell. His last win was his Indy 500 win at the end of a 2024 B.
Yeah, I think the performance of Daniel so far for now, it was really strong. And now strong because he started for the pole. He lead a couple laps and Chad just do the job and keep the first position now. He's still in the first spot and he started to pull it back. And now it's in 7 and getting in struggle maybe with the track. You know what? I thinking about it. He's learning. I know it's learning between the track. You know what is happening in New Hampshire when he said, I tried to figure it out and then I figured out this is the right way to win the race, and that's what he did. Even with the kind of weird line he did in New Hampshire, but he did. And now I think he's doing the same thing because everyone is doing the low line. Well, that's close. Low line to high line line. But he's doing always on the turn 2 low line. Now it's in the middle. But I think the car is really loose. I think I follow for far chase, so I can see him moving everywhere in between the corners.
Let's ride with him in the Robbie Gordon cam. Ricardo is outside. Nige Camargo, 179.1. Nice lap for him back in that group back there.
Remember, I told you, this kind of track, it is really nice for the people know how to break in the point.
Car on pit road. We got Chad Frankenfeld.
Daniel Falkingham. Yeah,
Chad Frankenfeld right on schedule. He went 43 in the first stint. He's right at 43 this time.
And I seen Daniels do it. That braking, it's not dive bomb. Look like it say dive bomb. It's really not good, but it's send it with the brake and gaining the position. Now he gained a position on Blauman there.
Let's ride with him and show the driver inputs. See if he goes to the brake. 6th gear down the front straight. Yeah, a little tap of the brake. Got more cars, I think, getting ready to come to pit road. Ryan Gavel here soon. Gavel with the lead. Hunter Smith. Now here comes Matt Wagner very quietly. Matty Wags has worked his way in the P2 now of this race. Told you to watch him. Victor Aldrich on pit road.
Oh, that's why the okay. Wait. Oh, Hunter Smith did make a little bit bad draft on the on Mark Wagner, and Mark Wagner radio said, okay. So yeah, little bit kiss on the on the back of the car on the Mark Wagner.
It's just a kiss, just a kiss. I think Wagner wants to be taken out to dinner before getting a kiss like that, maybe. I'm not sure. Gavel's going out long, went 46 on his first stint, at 45 now, so he might come by and make the turn down pit road next time by. Falkenham has moved up to second as we see drivers on pit road for their second round of pit stops. Falkenham second, Hobson in third. Do we see Gavel come down to pit road this time or go out an extra lap? He cuts across the racetrack. He's coming to pit road. He needs to cut to the inside of that red-orange square you see there. Gavel working that wheel. Blauman, purple lap, 179.1. As this track is getting colder, more rubber's wearing in. Falkingham went 48 last time. He's at 45 right now. Hobson went 49 last time. He's at 45 now. Blauman went 48 last time. He's at 46 now. Blauman, big run on the high side, round around AJ. Oh, he gets real close to the wall. AJ, I think, is coming into the pits. And now Blauman would be doing his teammate a favor if he can attack really hard on Falkingham and maybe slow him down a little bit on these in and out laps. As we suspect he's coming to pit road about the next lap or so.
Yeah, he's now in 48. He did 47. Actually, both of them, they have the same steam, Blauman and Falkingham.
They're staying out for another lap. They can get closer to that 100 mark. That makes things a little bit easier as well. Blauman just going to stay in the draft. Goes high to get the clean air on his front nose there. And I think both the drivers are coming to pit road this time. Yes, we see him entering pit road. Falkenham and Blauman, scheduled stop. Wow. Falkenham kind of backed that slowdown up a little bit, so much to the point that Blauman caught him. Ethan Stanley staying out.
I think Blauman knows how to come into the pit faster. But I think Daniel, nope, and that's the problem when you're coming with somebody else. But it is okay. I think it's the way they enter is almost the same.
Ethan Stanley went 50 on his first stint. He's at 47 now. We suspect he's at least good for 3 more, if not more, with the way that whole second group was saving fuel. But they are holding up right now, Victor Aldrich and Chad Frankenfeld, who goes to the inside, and he really wants to get around Stanley to get back on the tail end of the lead lap. They're going to go side by side off the corner. And Chad goes back to the lead lap.
Oh, Victor Aldrich is in between all of these, and almost Gable makes it. Oof.
Oh, wait a minute. Did Gavel just lose a wing, or was he forgiven? Gavel was forgiven. There we see Ethan Stanley on pit road. Oh, he spins! He spins after he slows down. He's going to have to back it up. Oh, what he just toes.
Oh,
he got a black flag, actually. Here comes Craig Forsyth. That is one less car, though, for Tyler Fode. Here comes Hunter Ingrid. I think Stanley has punched out.
Yeah. He decided to... Yeah, actually, he's out of the race.
So Stanley, unfortunately, your pick for the championship.
No.
But I think he'll be back next year, and I think next season, I think he'll be back in a really strong way. He'll be definitely motivated. Frankenfeld goes back to the point now.
Oh my God, Hunter Smith and Aldrich. Oof. Victor Aldrich is in the wrong spot over there with a lot of people trying to go to the front now. All the first...
Yeah, there's a number of lap cars back here as the leaders are trying to get on by. And I will give the lap cars credit. They are holding their lines. They are staying predictable, but it's with as much as you're on the power on this place, you're at 100% power for pretty much from the exit of turn 2 all the way to the entrance of turn 1, all the way around. So it's very tough to pass here. It is very tough to pass. Of
it is difficult when you lap down, try to be the same way competitive to allow all of these people to pass you. It is difficult because in some point you go to the line with for example, Victor is going to the line where you defended the position, and that's making it more difficult to let pass by all of these guys. So, for example, now he's have a Colin Hyle and him is battle for the position, so it is okay. But at least all the front guys let pass Victor. So all is okay, but that's why that's why it looks difficult, because that's the way he tried to let pass everyone.
Well, now's a good time to get some words in from our sponsors. We're in the middle of now our third stint, 2 pit stops down. We have gone green flag the entire way. Your leader is Chad Frankenfeld, who has really dominated the day up front. Ryan Gavel is second. He's up 8 positions. Hunter Smith up 9 and third. Daniel Falkingham, he's now under attack by Matty Wags, and Matty Wags is going to get the position. Blauman's going to try to follow him through, and he cuts down on Blauman. Just a little bit of a fade. But your championship points leader is Tyler Fody, and he currently sits in 11th spot right now. And one of his chief teammates and helpers, Ethan Stanley, has retired and is now in 19th. So how is this championship going to unfold? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these words from iRacing, Lucas Oil School of Racing, Blue Egg, and Tom Holman Ford. We'll be right back.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand towards victory lane. So don't spin your wheels, accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big.
The Lucas Oil School of Racing. Simply stated, we are the professional ranks where the quality of the equipment often dictates the outcomes, and all of our cars are designed to perform and race as close as humanly possible. None of our competitors will have an advantage from engineering tactics. Rather, you will compete on a completely level field with a score of immensely talented up-and-coming drivers, all pushing each other to reach their new heights in their respective pursuit in becoming a professional race car driver. Every year, our top-performing graduates move on to the professional racing ladders of IndyCar, F1, and IMSA. Whether drivers compete in 1 or 2 seasons of our series, when they are ready to move on, they are ready to move. The training you receive in our school is an unmatched, unforgettable, first-class education combining the very best racing instruction and education.
If you've been waiting for the right time to upgrade, that time is now. Score up to $4,000 off on a 26 brand new Ford Explorer. And our Ford Explorers come with the Bolin Lifetime Powertrain Warranty. So get to Tom Bolin Ford in Hannibal. Heck of a deal, ain't it?
And we're back, round 12 of 12, Championship Thursday of the P1 IndyCar Championship here in the Elite Racing League. Lap 115 of 260 currently underway here at Worldwide Technology Raceway for the season finale. Chad Frankenfeld, your leader right now. Ryan Gavel is second. Hunter Smith is in third. The chief championship battle, or the combatants right now, Daniel Falkingham is in 8th position. He does lead Tyler Fode on the racetrack, but not in the points. Tyler Fode is currently still hanging on. He's in 11th position, right in the mid-pack, just riding it out right now. Probably would like a caution, I'm willing to bet. but Gary Gonson, Luis Gonzalez Nunez back here, and Luis, Tyler Fode, a very conservative race right now for the points leader.
Yeah, actually, it's already far, very far with the Richie Hearn over there. 8.6 seconds behind of the Ryan Chall. And then Ryan Chall is 2 seconds behind of the other group. So it's 2 groups with 3 groups. Actually, 2 groups we have over there. And I think that's the strategy. If you want to win the champion and win the big spot or a big, actually the big prize, actually that's the word, the big prize. Just play like this. You already did a good your staff. He won Indianapolis, and now is here just not chill, but try to drive in to the checker flag. It doesn't matter where. If you wanna go to the front, what is Ryan, Hunter, even Albrecht? What if it could be happen something? So that's make me like he thought about that, and it's like you know what, I'm gonna pull it back. I just pray to Daniel have a back race. So far for now, it's not a bad race, but it's really bad for the championship for Daniel.
Watching Wags now attack. He's we told you to watch him. He does pretty well at this race. Or at this racetrack. Between kart and IndyCar, the series is raced here 17 times between 1997 and 2003, and again starting in 2017 through today. And today, the worldwide. Whoa! Here he goes, a big run. He goes high, cuts down low. Right now, Worldwide Technology Raceway is a staple event on the NTT IndyCar Series schedule. In fact, they'll be having their 10th anniversary race this season. Kart track record holders Raul Boisel with a speed of 187.9. The IRL track record 192.3, set by Will Power. The career wins leaders here at Gateway. Joseph Newgarden is the undisputed winner here, most wins all time, with 5, including 3 in a row from 2020 to 2022. Scott Dixon has 2, but no one else has more than 1. Your defending Gateway winner from a season ago is Kyle Kirkwood. His first ever oval track win. Name of former winners here leads like a who's who of IndyCar history. Paul Tracy, Alex Zanardi, Michael Andretti, Juan Montoya, Alan Tur Jr., Gil DeFerrin, Helio Castroneves, Will Power, and Takuma Sato. And I always joke on this list, who would have guessed that Takuma Sato would probably be the least known name on that entire list of names I just read off. A 2-time Indy 500 winner, the least known name is all those drivers right there. We are doing 260 laps tonight, 325 iRacing miles. There is a 45-mile-per-hour pit road speed limit, but for Wags right now, he is pushing very hard in the 3 and 4. And in fact, he moves Hunter Smith up the racetrack a little bit. They're going to drag race off the corner, And I don't think there's any love lost right now between these two, considering there was kissing involved earlier, Lewis. It's not that type of kissing, though.
Yeah, I think Wagner didn't like the kiss for sure. But don't worry about it. It's still a lot to go. He's in the 4th place. Pretty good for Wax. He started on 8. Hunter Smith is starting on 12, so it's a nice spot for Hunter Smith. But pretty good job for Wax now so far for now top 5.
Hey, I do want to shout out the F5 car. He's doing a good job today. Chris Albrecht, in tonight's 13th running to the St. Louis 500 from Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway, is proudly sponsored by the F5 Challenge. This nonprofit organization enriches lives through face-to-face fellowship and exciting adventure challenges in a faith-driven environment. Their mission is built on the 5 Fs: faith, fellowship, fitness, fortitude, and fun. F5 Challenge inspires people to lead active, purpose-filled, connected lives. To learn more, to get involved, visit their website or visit them on social media. All the links you need are in the description. I want to thank F5 for sponsoring many races this season, including Pole Day at the 500, and they will be sponsoring the opener for next season at Pocono later in July. We're about to the halfway point. And still no cautions, but right now we see Daniel Falkendam is under attack by A.J. Hobson. A.J. Hobson down low trying to get another position here. But again, this late into a run, and we are about 31 laps into a run, Lewis, so the low side in 1 and 2 with old tires is just not going to work for you. But we are not that far away from pit stops, probably another 15 laps for a lot of these drivers before they have to start going to pit road again.
Yeah, you're right. They are in 2032. For example, Daniel, AJ Hobson 34. They are around, like I just said, 15 more. They're really close to the oldest 10, and then we are 31 to go. 131 to go, actually.
Yeah, and on top of that, Frankenfeld, he is your leader. His current stint is 43 laps. He went 44 on the previous stint, so he's coming to pit road probably now.
Yeah.
Nope.
He's approached to
yes, he is. There he is. And that gives the lead to Hunter Smith.
With the side-by-side with Gable and Smith. And it's coming Wax in there to make the 3 wide.
Wags sees an opportunity. We're going to send it 3 wide through 1 and 2. Gavel way up high in the gray. Hunter Smith in the middle. He survives on the other side. Here goes Gavel to the inside. Here comes Chris Albrecht to the inside of his teammate. Albrecht coming to pit road. So we have a Lake Norman car separated by a Little Eagle car, then a Track Rocket car, and then another Lake Norman car. Gavel, I believe, is coming to pit road. No, he just takes an aggressive move to the inside to protect.
Oh, Chris Albrecht loses the front wing. Oh, he's spun in the pit road.
Oh, Chris Albrecht spinning, coming to pit road, loses his front wing.
He was in top 5 actually. Now he's gonna lose a lot of spot in there.
Let's see what happens. Is he again? This is again trying to slow down to 45 miles per hour while turning your wheel into the inside wall. And talk about a kiss. That could have been much of a bump there. But he's going to lose a front wing as a result, and so that will be a 5-second penalty as they will slap on a new snap-on wing. Do we see Gavel come to pit road this time, or he's just aggressively protecting to the inside? Okay, aggressively protecting to the inside. Hunter Smith still second, Lauman third. Matty Wags on pit road. Ryan Schold on pit road.
Does this position of both Chris Albrecht is helping to Tyler 40 for sure. One more spot. It could be in top 9 maybe now.
Hunter Smith on pit road for his next scheduled stop. Ryan Gavel going long. He's at 43 in his current stint. He went 47 on his last stint. So actually, he's really not going long. I should just look at the numbers. He's kind of right on schedule right now. So we expect to see him come to pit road probably in about 3 laps from now. Brian Blauman went 49 on his last stint. He's at 39 now. So he's got at least another 10 laps or so before he comes to pit road. As we are just past the halfway point. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you are just joining us, this is ERN's coverage of Championship Thursday of the P1 IndyCar Championship for the 13th running of the F5 Challenge from St. Louis. The St. Louis 500 from Worldwide Technology Raceway. We've now completed 138 of 260 laps. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next race. The next time you see us here on ERN will be Thursday, July 23rd, 2026 at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time when we start this all over again for the 2026 B season. We're going to kick it off at Pocono Raceway for the 8th running of the F5 Challenge 500 from the Tricky Triangle. Coverage starts right here on ERN, again at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time on the 23rd. For us on P1, our next race is tomorrow night when the AMA Archway Industrial Truck Series returns as they head to Texas Motor Speedway. Start time is 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. That's what's next on P1. Subscribe. The link is in the description. Brian Blauman is your leader.
Yeah, it's crazy how we started in winter. Doesn't look like winter spring season. And then we're going to go to summer to fall season. And then we're going to finish in November. That is really crazy how it's going fast the time.
Tyler Fode coming to pit road.
Yes.
And stay tuned. Stay with us after the race for interviews. We will interview the podium as we normally do, and then we will also interview this year's Rookie of the Year winner, which will be Daniel Falkingham, and we will also interview either Falkingham or Fode as they will be hoisting the championship trophy, the P1 Cup, at the conclusion of this race.
Oh, we have to ask him about the. Oh, you have to ask him about the price of the Indy 500.
That's right. Tyler Fode gets 2 days worth of classes at Lucas Oil School of Racing for winning the Indy 500. Nigel Camargo is having a great race, Lewis. Look at him. He is in 3rd spot right now, just staying out long on fuel mileage, and currently he's 3rd place right now. It looks like he's coming to pit road, and he might be bringing no, he's coming to pit road by himself, but a great race for Nigel. It's been a long season for him, for the Brazilian, but again, finishing strong here at Gateway is a great way to start off the right foot going into the next season.
Yeah, right. Next, 12th spot and top 3. Now it's coming to the pit to refuel. Actually, 47. The other guy did
Blauman
47,
on pit
48.
road. Falkingham on pit road.
Pretty good job for the Brazilian, like you said.
Greg Forsyth staying out, going long. He is joined by Hunter Ingrave, who has a win here in the Velocity Online Racing IndyCar Championship. And I tell you what, right now, both these drivers would be like, give me a caution flag, please. Give me a caution flag, please. And I don't know. I mean, with 17 cars out there still running, Nigel Stock is retired, unfortunately. Ethan Stanley is also retired. He's in 19th. Tate Lytle retired. He's in 20th. Paul Mini Letters is retired in 21st. Only 21 cars started this race. The smallest number we've had all year, by 5 cars, actually. The smallest race prior to this, I think, was St. Pete. So not a lot of people in the league showing up for the finale.
Oh my God. It was the smaller one, but the longest, man. And so many yellow flags that day, to be honest. A lot of dramatic stuff happened that day. St. Pete.
And again, that's in the playlist. You can check those out again if you missed that St. Pete race. Watching Craig Forsyth. 1 win here in the series. It's been a while at the US 500. Would like to get another one. Hunter Ingrave, one win in the series. Was in the Fast 6 for Indianapolis. Unfortunately, could not answer the green flag for the Fast 6, so best he could do was start 6th. I think he had did he have a DC at Indianapolis? Yeah, I think he had Hunter. I think Hunter had a DC at Indianapolis, so it kind of hurt his finishing chances there as well. But he does have one win here in the Elite Racing League's P1 IndyCar Championship a season ago at Road America. So if someone's happy to see Road America on the schedule again, it's definitely this guy. Craig Forsyth, now 51 on his last stint, He's at 48 now, so we expect to see him come to pit road anytime with Hunter Ingrave on the same strategy. Then Chad Frankenfeld is almost already halfway through his stints already. He went 44 last time. He's at 17 now, so he's just shy of the halfway point of his next stint. So don't blink, because the next round of pit stops are very shortly going to be here.
Yeah, we are already close to. Oh, it's not close. Actually, the next stop is gonna be the almost the final one. Oh, almost. I think almost. Maybe they're gonna need to. But you know what? A yellow flag. Whew, it's gonna make
a yellow flag would change. A yellow flag would change everything. Currently 9 cars on the lead lap. The top 8 all on the lead lap. We'll give you intervals to the leader. There you go. So top 9 on the lead lap. Excuse me. So Fody is a lap down. Craig Forsyth is coming to pit road. Hunter Ingrave's going to stay out.
It is Forsyth. It is short for at least 9 laps. That's too much.
Back to the battle behind Hunter. We'll see him come to pit road momentarily. It is Chad Frankenfeld, and he leads his teammate right now, Hunter Smith, then Brian Blauman, Ryan Gavel, Matt Wagner, and then Daniel Falkenham. So once Hunter comes to pit road and we cycle through, this will be your lead pack.
Chad, they need to have victory today, man. Really, it's no disappointment. Oh no! Hunter and Gray hit the wall on the pit road. Is that DC again?
No! Hunter Ingrave.
One.
Oh no! We'll see what happened here.
DC of the wheel.
And do we just see the wheel DC? And it does. His hands cross over, and that's it. Another DC for Hunter Ingrave. That has got to be extremely, extremely frustrating.
Just buy a new one, man. Just buy a new one, to be honest. I don't
know if it's one of those things where, you know, he's having USB issues on his computer, or if it's just the wheel. I mean, you can spend hours troubleshooting this thing, and then to think you found it, and then only to find out you get in race conditions that you haven't found it. And that is going to be day done for, unfortunately, Hunter Ingrave, who is having himself another stereotypical Hunter race, saving fuel, going long, leading laps. But again, that's going to allow Tyler Fody to kind of work his way into the top 10.
Yeah, you're right. Now it's sent to 10. That's just top 10. Yeah. So I'm wondering, Chad have 25. Last time by he did 44. So he means need to 19 to go, 19 more. Divided 2. Oh, that's okay. Chat is okay. You need to 2 more, and it's gonna be good to go. Without do that short stop, like for example, Craig Force, I need to do it.
And Chad and Hunter were in contention at the Indianapolis 500 as well, and that just didn't work out in their favor. Hunter also was in contention earlier in the season at Richmond, and it didn't work out his way there either. So he would like to finish on a high note. Chad would very much like to end the drought of getting another victory. His last victory was his Indy 500 win. Hunter Smith, for that matter, he would like to join the next club, the club of drivers that have more than one win here in the Elite Racing League IndyCar Championship. He just has his lone win at Indianapolis a season ago. And Brian Blauman's still looking to break through. It's been so close on many occasions, whether it be on road courses and ovals. He's right there. Ryan Gamble, he'd be looking for his second career win here, and then his second win here at Gateway. His only career win, he came at Gateway in 2019. So he would very much like to get another win and join the fraternity of two, of the two-time winners. Matt Wagner in the same boat. Matt Wagner got his first Elite Racing League win earlier this season at Motegi to start the season off. But it's been a terrible season for him since then. He would very much like to end on a high note. Bookmark the season with wins.
It's very close, man. Actually, he's in the contender to be there. And even Danny is over there. I think so everyone is getting like a down of the level of the aggressive, what is seen at the first and second stint when they exit on the pit, and then you see it's 2 and 2 in the battle for the each position. Now everyone in one line, leaving to Chad put her away. So that's a good thing. Now we have a lap down. It's Victor Aldrich in the 16 in front of Chad. You remember what's happened? And I think 2 seasons ago when Chad leading the race, and then he come into the pit, and then came the yellow flag is out, and on the end, Adriano Pinheiro won the race and the champion actually.
Yeah, Chad got kind of stymied by a badly timed yellow flag there. Victor Aldrich stays high. It's going to allow Chad to use the low side, get on by. He stays high. Hunter Smith will try to get by here now, going down the back straight into turns 3 and 4. A little bit of a lift there by Victor, allowing everyone on by. Now here comes Ryan Gavel. Hunter Smith is to his teammate's attenuator. But does he want to race his teammate this hard right now? There's still a long race to go. 100 laps, just under 100 laps to go. Also, don't forget, the Elite Racing League's Indy Lights Series resumes its season on Thursday, June 4th at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time with rounds 3 and 4. Join Lewis as he calls the action from Detroit and Richmond. Those we found on P1 Broadcasting Channel. Link is in the description, and here is your schedule for the Indy Lights season that will resume June 4th.
Yeah, actually, people asking why we're going to come back on June after the IndyCar. Well, the real IndyCar series is month of May, so mostly people's gonna go to Indianapolis, so nobody's gonna race in between May, or they will, but no, we're gonna be focused on that. So that's why we're gonna go on June 4th for the Detroit IndyCar 1909.com Grand Prix on the Detroit, Belle Island, and the same day we're gonna go to Richmond. So starting for June 4th, it's gonna be double-headed races. When the surprise. Because Daniel Fockingham won the Freedom 100, he is the leader with Tyler Foggy on the champion. So Chad Frankenfeld is in third place with -8 points. Tracy Soda and James Waxon on top 5. So that is the battle so far for now, with 2 races already gone. GP winning by 40. And the Freedom 100 by Daniel
Watching Wags in a battle here with Blauman. And Hunter Smith getting chippy with his teammate right now, Chad Frankenfield. I don't want to. I don't want to jinx Chad. I'm sorry. I don't want me to cut you off. I don't want to jinx Chad. We're getting that point in the race that it's looking more and more. Well, here comes Hunter to the inside, and maybe they'll do a little bit of a swap drafting here to try to make this run last a little bit longer. Nope. Chad just screams around on the high side, picks back up the lead. But I'm beginning to wonder if this is the part of the race we start thinking about a real victory here for Chad. I mean, it's just bad luck or bad choices and whatever, just kind of befall him a lot. But, he's been looking very strong today as Wags gets around Blauman.
Yeah, you remember when we talked about him and San Speed, and I said, very surprised about the top 5, and then he came in all of this issue with Mark Rubelas in one of the turn, the blind turn, in one of the final sector of the track, and then involved 5 cars, included, I think, Ryan Schultz also too got involved. Anyways, and then some races when Chad have a good chance and then gone. So I hope for him it could have a good result for this season, because you know what, it is kind of crazy. But after
Gamble.
Indianapolis 500, when he won on the Indy 500 over Adriano, he started to going down. He went to downhill with the results, bad results or bad luck on Chad.
Gavel gets on by Chad, coming to pit road this time on schedule as he comes to pit road right at coming to 44 laps. He went 44 last time, so he is staying on schedule. Here comes Hunter Smith to the inside of Gavel. Battle for position, battle for the lead.
I'm really thinking about it. We're talking about so much for the time model and tire, whatever. And in this track, with this condition, nobody's escaped from nobody. We see a back race. And it's not just it's a line, but even the leader can escape away. We used to see it when Adriano Pinheiro won by over the 5 seconds ahead. On some point, I see Adriano Pinheiro is 4, 5, 6 seconds ahead. Wow. Hunter Smith's going to take the lead.
They are very aggressive. They are aggressively diving into these corners.
But the way he faking the move was really, really nice.
Oh
my God.
And all this is allowing is Wags to get in the picture. And Wags will take advantage of both of them.
I can tell you, Wags didn't want to be over there. It just is like, oh, guys, I don't want to be here, but I have to. But it is what it is. Even Brian Bowman is just lifting to don't get that close of that guys and turn 2.
They'll ride with Blauman here.
Now, Mark Wagner call it for the pit next time by.
He goes to pit road. So that is Wags went 45 laps on that stint. He went 42 the previous, so he actually went a little bit longer this time. But we see Wags, the car really comes to life. He's been doing a good job at managing his tires late in the run. Here comes Hunter. And so Wags seems to be faster at the end of the run than he is at the beginning of the run.
Oh, okay. I heard the radio said to Chad, because Ryan Schultz exit to the pit. Chad came with speed, but if we're talking about a normal condition, should be Ryan Schultz defended the position, and the radio said, Chad, Ryan Schultz said in chat in the radio, just go to Chad Frankenfeld to take.
Well, they're teammates.
Basically, I think the leads. I don't know.
Well, Ryan's right now 2 laps down, but he just gives them track position. But they're teammates, so he's not going to stand in the way right now of Chad.
Normally, you defend that. Normally, if you
Here
don't
comes
know
Hunter.
the guy, you're.
And Hunter off of pit road, but Chad gets the position.
Yeah, crazy. It's crazy the ways it's everything, because normally, again, we mentioned this track and also the setup. Normally, the gradation on the tires is always make the advantage for the leader, because it's have a clean air. But here it's like everyone is in close to everyone by entire stint. So I don't know if it's good or not, but make a good choice for us. But it's not really good for people like Chad. They want to win finally after a long time.
What we'll do after this round of pit stops, we'll get a word in from Worldwide Technology Raceway. Don't forget, you need to buy tickets for their. Oh, Blauman goes high on the exit of 2. But don't forget to buy tickets for their upcoming IndyCar race, the 10th running, as Gavel coming to pit road now later this summer. In fact, Gateway is one of the first races that kind of after the real Indy 500 as well. So check them out. It's not, if you're from the Indianapolis area, it's only 4 hours to Gateway roughly from Indianapolis. Not a very hard drive at all. Straight on 70. The only thing in the way is Terre Haute and Effingham. And if you cross the Mississippi River, you're gone too far. You'll see it from the highway, guys. Brian Blauman side by side with Daniel Falkenham. Blauman to the inside, throws a little bit of a fade. Falkenham follows. Falkenham now takes a half a line difference up in the 3 and 4, cuts down. Gonna have a big run off the corner. Should he take a shot in the inside? Yeah, he is. He's gonna take a shot in the inside of the 1. Are those tires gonna pull this pass off, though? Blauman with all the momentum on the high side. Oh! I think Falkenham wanted to shut the door, and then he thought better of it, and then he needs to realize who he's racing. It's a teammate of his chief points rival, and he's not going to let up, and he's trying to scoot up a little bit and crowd Blauman a little bit on corner exit. Wow. Got tight there. Wags to the inside of Hunter Smith. He's there. Actually, this is a battle for what might be the lead. This is Hunter Smith, Chad Frankenfeld, Matt Wagner, and Ryan Gavel. Daniel Falkenham should be coming to pit road about next time by. Blauman will be about that same lap as well. We'll see. Maggie Camargo on pit road. Falkenham, purple lap.
179.2. Kind of like Hunter Smith want to make the defended line. At the same time, Chad moved to the left side, almost have a contact between each other.
Tyler Fode now down, loses a spot to Chris Albrecht, goes down to 11th now. And Tyler Fode got his first career IndyCar win here in the Elite Racing League. He got that back in, I think I got that record somewhere, Tyler in 2021A. So he does have, he's got previous winning experience here in the Road to Indy Series, which was back in 2020. I think they might have been racing, probably were in the PM18s. He's won here in the Truck Series twice. So he knows how to win here. I don't know if he's just too conservative today or it's not agreeing with his style today.
I don't know. I think it's just remember last time we came here last season, he finished on second, won by Seb Alexander that race, and I think it's just obvious stuff about I don't want to get involved in this stuff. You can see Frankenfeld, Blumman, even Smith make it sound kind of weird pass and difficult stuff. So you don't want to get involved in that. And now it's Danny Fockingham and exit to the pits in second place.
Yeah, he comes out. He came to pit road, but everyone around him, and we got right in front of Jordan Decker, who is a lap down. And now we're going to go 3 wide. Here comes Chad Frankenfeld to the inside. Blauman wisely lets him go. Decker, a teammate of Frankenfeld, stays high. And now Fockingham is going to be your leader when Craig Forsyth comes to pit road.
This is so weird. How he was on 7.8, 7.65 an entire race, and now he came on this lead group. Basically,
yeah, this pit stop. This pit stop for him was a banger.
Huh.
It must have been. I mean, he got to pit road. Oh, whoa! Craig, I think Frankenfeld had a little bit of a moment in the middle of the corner. Fockingham just sends it. Now we're going to go wheel to wheel. Chad goes to the bottom of the racetrack. They swap it up down the front straight. Chad gets that lap. And he slams the door.
Remember the Freedom 100, it wasn't between Chad and Daniel the last 5 laps. I know, it's different stuff, but they bottled it together. Now, I think Daniel, you have to think about it, the championship. But also, if you want to be the champion, you have to beat everyone. Because so far for now, he needs to win the race to become a champion, because the title 40 is an 11.
Chad, Craig Forsyth now coming to pit road. He went 51 laps on his previous stint, 46 on this one. So he'll have one more stop to go after this. Everyone still has one more stop to go after this.
You know what? I don't know. I am not in the mind of the Daniel, but I can tell you, if I have this chance to be on the front like this, in my last stint, I can tell you, I'm gonna be in this group. I'm gonna follow them. Just quiet. When I come into the pit and exit on front to them, I'm gonna battle with everything, and that's when he proved it in 2 laps. So I think it's just a test what is gonna happen in the last stint for Daniel.
Craig Forsyth comes off pit road just in front of the leaders. But it is Frankenfeld, Hunter Smith, Brian Blauman, Matt Wagner, Daniel Fockingham, Ryan Gavel. They're all in that group. That is the top 6 battling for the win here in the late stages of Gateway. Let's take the last break. We'll bring you continuous green flag coverage at the end, but take a break here from Worldwide Technology Raceway. You are watching the F5 Challenge St. Louis 500 from Worldwide Technology Raceway, the finale of the 2026A P1 IndyCar Championship for the Elite Racing Lead. Your leader right now is Chad Frankenfeld. The still points battle between Daniel Fockingham and Tyler Fode rages on as we get into the late stage of this race. Don't go anywhere. We'll be deciding the champion when we come back.
Tickets are on sale now for the 10th Bommarito Automotive Group 500 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Sunday, June 7th features 3 huge races. The USAC Classic, Firestone Indy Next, and the only Sunday night prime time NTT IndyCar Series race. Enjoy a weekend of cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. The stars of the Indy 500 are coming to St. Louis. Get your tickets now and save big at WWTRaceway.com. Tickets for the 2026 Season of Speed at Worldwide Technology Raceway are on sale now. The Bomarito Automotive Group 500, June 6th and 7th. The NASCAR Cup Series Enjoy Illinois 300, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and Confluence Music Festival, September 11th through 13th. And the NHRA Napa Auto Parts Midwest Nationals, October 2nd through 4th. Save big by going to WWTRaceway.com.
We're back for the final 55 uninterrupted. We have been green flagged the entire way, knocking on wood. And we've had in the past here, Lewis, it was 2 cautions for 6 laps last year. In 2025A, it was 3 cautions for 9 laps, 3 cautions for 5 laps in 2024B, 2 for 8, 1 for 4, 1 for 4. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of cautions in this race since going back to about 2022A and 2021B, where they had 6 in one race and 4 in another. So this is a very clean race. But I expect the gloves will come off here later in this run when a lot of these drivers, Chad's been on a dry spell. Hunter wants a win. Brian needs a first-time win. Falkingham needs a win for this championship. Wagner, we know how aggressive he could be. He wants a win. Gavel could. A lot of these guys are still looking for second or first wins. I imagine the gloves are going to come off because they're going to see an opportunity here.
Yeah, it's going to be dramatic, to be honest. We are really close. I said close. I think maybe 15 more laps for the open window.
Yeah.
For the open window to come into the pit. I expected to everyone coming in 15 to 20 laps, maybe 30 laps to go. They're gonna be everyone outside, and then we're gonna see the showtime. That's gonna be the showtime for us. When see Chad, Daniel, especially Hunter Smith, Chad for sure. Chad deserved that because you know what? He's leading the race. He's leading the race for almost the entire race, actually. Be on the front for the entire race. Just losing the first position for a couple times, and that's it. So he don't want to lose. And I for sure Daniel want to win the race because at least they can have a chance, a small chance to win the championship. But it is really difficult for now. But
yeah, Falkingham has 2 bonuses. He's led a lap and he got the pole. The other 2 bonus points, pretty sure, are going to go to Chad. He'll lead the most laps, so he's not able to get any more bonus points. So everything he earns now is he needs to pass people to earn those points. And I can't imagine Blauman pulling over at all and allowing Falkingham on by for many reasons. The least of which is Tyler Fode's his teammate. He's going to make that as hard as possible. But then on top of that, you got Chad and Hunter up in front of him, and both of those guys very badly want to win themselves. Chad's been on a dry spell. Hunter, he would like that second win. I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't know why I counting for if Tyler Fode finished 10 and Danny Falkingham winning the race, it's gonna be a tie. Don't know. That's the one I put in my Excel.
I think it will be tight. Now, interesting enough, if it does end in a tie, okay, we discussed this with the stewards before. So we are doing the IndyCar point system from top to bottom, including tiebreakers. And the first tiebreaker in an IndyCar rule system is most wins. And if that ends on a tie, Falkingham sends it. It's going to be Falkingham with the most wins.
Oh,
now Tyler Fode has 3 wins this season, and one of which is the biggest race of the year. And just to come up short based upon, you didn't win enough will be very painful. So here's Falkingham to the inside, 45 to go. Tyler Fode currently runs 9th, and he's in a group here with, let's see, that's Nigel Camargo. That's Richie Hearn in 10th. and Victor Aldrich right behind him. So I don't imagine if Richie can get there, he'll take the position, I'm sure. But in front, that's Chris Albrecht. That is a battle for position. So if he can get up to Chris and pass him for 8th, that's a little bit more extra padding. But here comes Richie Hearn on Victor. So that will move Richie Hearn into the direct contact with Tyler Fode. Matt Wagner is on pit road. We're at 44 to go, folks, and we are right in the window for final stops. Matt Wagner, final stop of the season.
I don't want to think about it. The strategy of Tyler Fode makes or decides that the first stint to the second, it cost him the championship by victories, sorry. And, we still have 43 to go. Everything can happen. Even in the last lap with all of these 5 people in the top 5.
We've seen races this year. Someone else is leading at the end of the white flag lap other than the person that took the white flag. Remember Motegi. Remember that. Here comes, with Wagner, here comes Chad Frankenfeld to pit road. Hunter Smith picks up the lead now.
Yeah, also we have to, if it's something happen between each other, we have to wait for the final official result. So sometimes I have to start to listen to the steward to see, you know what, the victory is for somebody else. So it could be everything gonna happen.
Yeah, these are live steward races. So if there's a steward decision, we've seen a steward decision win before. Go to Hunter Ingrave at Road America last year. So it happens.
Yeah.
Chad Frankenfeld on pit road, down and away for his final stop. Could he be looking at his first victory since Indianapolis? Win number 8 of his career. He comes out in front of Wags. Wags tried to undercut. Back up front, Hunter Smith, Daniel Falkenham, Brian Blauman, Ryan Gavel now your top 4. They're staying out. Oh, Hunter Smith defends to the inside. Falkenham goes high. And he picks up the lead. He defends to the inside. Hunter Smith goes with him. Ryan Gavel has now moved his way up in the 3rd. He got around. Let's see, that was Nige, and Nige was a lap down, and Nige kind of bottled up Blauman a little bit. Here comes Hunter Smith to the inside again. Nope, not going to be able to get it on the inside. Not with tires this worn. 45 laps on this stint, or 42 laps on this stint for Hunter Smith. 30 laps on this stint for Daniel Falkenham. You see Richie Hearn on pit road. Tyler Fode now in 6th position, staying out long. Back on the lead lap. But there on the other end of the straightaway, there are your leaders. Hunter Smith coming to pit road for his final stop. Hustling around the corner, slows it down, 45-mile-per-hour pit road speed limit. Final stop for last season's Indy 500 winner, Ryan Gavel to the point. At one point, Ryan Gavel was sitting like in 4th or 5th in this battle. Now he leads. Here comes Falkenham back to the inside. He's not ready to give it up. Here comes Blauman. Blauman and Gavel are teammates with Lake Norman. And they are a teammate of Fode. And, of course, Fode is fighting that blue car, Daniel Falkenham, the Oreos car on your screen right there in the points championship. They need to get up there and kind of try to combat him as best as possible. Here goes Gavel to the inside. He gets the position. 34 to go.
I assuming Tyler Fode is waiting for the end. For something's gonna happen. It should be coming soon, but it's better to wait it to the end. And don't find the yellow flag in your pit stop that happened with Chad.
Gavel
So
to the
I think-
inside, and he clears him. Gavel back to the point. Yeah, I agree with you. I think the best thing is you've made, at this point, with 32 to go, Lewis, you've made your bed. You got to sleep in it. Oh.
God, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you got no
right.
choice. You got no choice. You just go as long as you can and hope the cards fall when they may, where they may.
Yeah, it is really handicapped for 40 because Daniel could be go for more, maybe 7 or 6 more laps, and Tyler Foley have to come in soon.
So this is hurting, actually, Falkingham a little bit because Gavel is not a full-time. He's been a he has not been in every race this season, so he's not a full-time participant, but he's been in many races this season. So basically, if he's right now taking points away from Falkingham. So this is very strategic right now. Falkingham decides to go high, and I think he snookered Gavel a little bit. He's going to have a big run on the high side, and he's going to get that position. A good move for Falkingham.
Nice. We're talking about that, and in the Indy 500 when they come in people and they outside it to just race in this race and make a difficult job for the people for the championship. But good thing for the result. 1-2 was for the people racing for the championship. So, in between Brandon Trost and the Daniel Falkingham pass on Brandon Trost in the turn 1 and 2, it was really impressed.
And after that round of pit stops, I'm going to interrupt you. After this round of pit stops, Hunter Smith jumped Chad Frankenfeld, and he has done so significantly.
Oh yes, 1 second ahead. It's just there. But you know what? When it's there and there, it's not really there. It's really far. And Chad needs to work in a lot to come in close. But you know what? When it's the circle back again with all of these lap down Tyler 40 and pit now.
Final stop.
They're gonna come in. They're gonna come in close again.
Final stop for our points leader and see how this unfolds for him. We will watch this as he comes to pit road and answers his crew for the final time this season. Up on the jacks, a new set of Firestone Firehawks to last this next 27 laps and just enough fuel of Chall Racing fuel to get to the end. He's down and away, and his pit crew can put away the tools as their season is done as A.J. Hobson goes purple with a 179.4.
Oh, 3 wide.
Whoa! And also involved there is Ryan Scholl. He's in the neighborhood. Blauman's there as well. And I'm sure Daniel does not want to see this. This might be slowing him down a little bit, but A.J. Hobson on fresher tires. And obviously you can see his pace. He's just set the purple lap.
Oh, the wall.
Yes,
Almost.
he almost gets into the wall. So here comes Blauman. Blauman just sticking right with him. So Falkingham is 42 laps on his current stint. He went 49 last time, so he has 7 more. So he's going to have to pit with about 22 to go. No, 18 or so to go. Yeah, 18. Yeah, so he's going to be a late stop for him. Same thing for Blauman. And Craig Forsyth, he's still back there battling. He's going to pick up the lead for a little bit. Ryan Gavel jumped that battle and has a huge lead over Hunter Smith.
Yeah,
and I think
179.9.
179.9, yeah, purple lap. And the purple lap doesn't pay anything, unfortunately. That would be a bonus point in a lot of other leagues. But Ryan Gavel has now a huge lead over Hunter Smith, and that's, again, I think by just short filling.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Chad. He did 9.7 in the box.
He had a longer fill. Remember, he was at the early range of the pit stop, so he had a longer fill.
It is so much weird. I think once again, the refueling calculation, it was a kind of wrong for Chad. or sometimes you forgot to put the right amount, and he put the full amount. Daniel and Pete.
Daniel Falkenham, final stop. He's going to pit with a little bit more than what he did in his previous stints. We figured he'd come 18. He's coming at 21 to go, so this will be a shorter fill for him as well. Up on the jacks, new set of tires, Chall Racing fuel. Let's see what he does.
7.8. Uh-oh. This is so much crucial. That's coming Gable and turn 3 and 4. And this is the battle. This is going to be the battle between Gable and Falkenham.
Oh, he didn't quite make it through 1 and 2, or 3 and 4. He goes high. He might have got loose. He does a big lift. Again, another thing to consider. Did he put enough fuel in? Did he have to fall behind and stay in the draft? Here comes Blauman off of pit road. He's going to be drag racing this group. It's going to be a three-way battle for the lead. Craig Forsyth picks up the lead, but he's going to have to come to pit road here very shortly.
He was loose in turn 3 and 4. That's why he lifting in the corner. He almost lost the car, Daniel.
19 to go.
I think Hunter and Chad, they need to slow down, man. They need to just working together to be close to the guys. Don't fight each other.
And I want to thank all of our premier sponsors. Been supporting us all season long. Blue Egg Marketing, Worldwide Technology Raceway, Lucas Oil School of Racing, Tom Bolin Ford. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for helping support us all season long. Of course, we want to thank the fine folks at F5 and the F5 Challenge. Their mission built on the 5 Fs, faith, fellowship, fitness, fortitude, and fun. Make sure to learn more about them. Check out their links in the socials. They are sponsoring today's race and sponsored many races and events this year. As Brian Blauman goes purple lap that time by 181.1. But F5 will also be sponsoring our opener in a couple of weeks when we get to July for the Pocono 500. So I want to thank them as well. Again, I want to thank 4D Racewear for sponsoring the Pole Award and being a great sponsor as always. 3 wide, going into 1 for the lead. Gavel got crowded up into the wall.
Oh, Daniel almost kissed the wall a little bit.
Oh, something went flying off a car. Oh, no! Chad Frankenfeld's missing a front wing. And just as we said, the front wing is gone. The right front wing plate of Frankenfeld's car is gone. And just as we said, something always happens. And 15 to go. And his race is over unless there's a late caution. Battle up front. And we got contact between Blauman and Falkenham. They go to the inside. Blauman gets the lead. Gavel to the outside. Coming to 14 to go.
It was close. He was close to have a big moment, but nope, nothing happened. Tyler Ford is an 8 so far with the incident. Chad Frankenfeld is gonna win one more position on 7. It cannot be penalty for nobody because it have to be. It's a race deal in between Smith, Wagner, and Chad. Wagner, unfortunately. See too close, he must to avoid the contact, but Chad, I think he didn't realize it was really fast. So, it is what it is.
Gavel tries to get his nose in there, can't quite get it in. Outside, inside, going into 1. We got Blauman on the outside. I almost said Frankenfeld again. Falkenham in the inside. And again, that inside line just doesn't work out with these old tires at this point. Daniel Falkenham looking for his 3rd win this season. He won at Silverstone, New Hampshire, Richmond, and on the Indy Road Course. And now he's fallen back to 3rd. But he goes to the inside of Gavel. Gavel running the 6 of his teammate Blauman. Oh, big lift.
Do you realize the 3 cars on front of this group is Richie Hearn, Chris Aldridge, and Tyler Ford?
And they're just up the road about 2 seconds. They might actually be caught. They might actually get into the draft envelope. Here's Falkenham to the inside. He sends it. Blauman up high. He's going to have a big run coming off the corner. He's going to swap position. He goes to the inside. Drag race down the backstretch. Gavel doesn't quite know where to go. Inside of the 3 and 4, Blauman gets back the lead. Daniel again to the inside in the 1 and 2. Gets a big run off the corner. Blauman decides to cut down low again. Again, a drag race off the corner. Gavel is going to go 3 wide with his teammate. Nope. Blauman gets back behind. Gavel goes to the bottom. He goes to the point. They're just swapping the lead back and forth. Here we go again. Gavel.
Oh my God.
Daniel gets the lead. Gavel goes to the banking. Runs down. We're going to go 3 wide with 2 teammates on the bottom and the middle. Coming to 7 to go. 3 wide at the line. Going to the 1. Falkenham now to the bottom. He wants the position back again. Here comes Blauman. Big run on the high side. He just wears him out and gets the position back.
That was close, man. That was really close. I told you, short time and the 10 to go.
Blauman goes to the bottom. Now the weave down the front stretch as he sees now the first win being a reality. Now high side in the 1 and 2. Falkenham down low, not going to be able to get the run. Comes off the corner, he goes to the inside, down to the white line, down the back straightaway. 6 to go, coming to 5 to go. Into 3 and 4, one more time. Can Blauman get his first win? Big twitch for Daniel Falkenham. That's going to open the door for Ryan Gavel.
Loose and video in the corner. I think the tire is really reheated. It's really melting over there, and they're gonna.
Whoa! Big run, and I think Gavel had to lift a little bit. Falkenham did everything he didn't have to get to the back of Blauman. Blauman holds the lead off the corner into 3 and 4, coming to 4 to go.
They're gonna lap down now. Chad Frankenfeld and Tyler 40 and 7. With that, even Danny Falkenham winning the race is gonna clinch the championship because that. Oh, this close.
Oh, Chad stays low. Blauman now again doing the weave. Falkenham tried to run him down, and you might be right. Falkenham might have worn out those tires. He might have scorched them off. But I mean, Gavel and Blauman have been very aggressive as well. Their tires must not have that much left on them as well. I mean, they're only 17 laps into a stint, 3 to go. Falkenham back again to the inside, off the corner. Blauman stays high this time, holds his line.
Yeah,
Aids a little bit.
Just remember that their inside adjustment could be different. They have a Gable and Blauman, so that's why maybe Buckingham just went aggressive all time.
2 to go. Falkenham back to the point, but a big run by Blauman on the high side, on the outside, and he gets the position back. He goes to the bottom. Schultz stays out of the line. Gavel comes through. He pushes Falkenham back another position. Now the 2 teammates have the point. White flag, last lap of the year. Don't go anywhere, folks. This is going to be a photo finish. Down into turn 1, Blauman looking for his first win. Here comes Falkenham. He sends it. He full sends it, but he can't quite hold it. Blauman on the outside gets the position. Goes to the bottom of the white line, trying to hold on. Here comes Gavel, trying to protect, but also trying to get to the position. He tries to send it to the inside. Blauman continues to lead into 3 and 4. He makes contact with Falkenham. He goes into the wall. Blauman's going to win his first race, and that decides the championship.
Oh, no.
Here comes Tyler Fode. He will take the checkered flag.
On the review, the checkered flag, my friend. On the review. So I think Ryan Gable is not going to get the second place until the final result. But I can tell you, Tyler 40 is a 2026 a champion.
And there we see the teammates lining up together. Winner of the race and winner of the championship. And Tyler snuck by and got some, I guess, cheap points there at the end because Falkenham was unable to cross the start-finish line.
Oh, you know what? I can tell you. Daniel Falkenham lose the car in netcode. But it's even that, after that, they have a full contact between the Gable and Daniel. It started in netcode, but finished with a full contact.
All right, remember, all results you see are unofficial. All results you see are unofficial. Brian Blauman with his first career win. He becomes the third-time winner, or fourth first-time winner we've had this season, I believe. Let's double-check that.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 first-time winners, or 4 first-time winners this season.
Yeah, Wagner, Alice, Newsom, and Blum. Daniel, actually.
Yep, and Daniel Falkenham got his first win this season as well. Ryan Gavel second, Hunter Smith in third, Matt Wagner fourth, A.J. Hobson fifth, Tyler Fode in sixth. That might have clinched him the championship. We believe it has. Chris Albrecht seventh, Richie Hearn in eighth, Daniel Falkenham in ninth, Chad Frankenfeld in 10th. For being a small field, that was an exciting finish. Craig Forsyth 11, Nigel Camargo 12, Ryan Schold in 13th, Decker, Aldrich, Heil, Ingrave, Stock, Stanley, Lytle, and Paul Mini Letters coming home in the 21st position.
Yeah. We have to wait for.
And if we're waiting for stewards, that's fine because I need to load replays.
The driver of the day is gonna be for Mac Wagner's 4th spot, sorry. AJ Hobson is 8th spot, but Richard Hearn with 11th spot today on the race. It's a second, actually. If you counting the driver of the day season, it's the second time he wins.
All right. All right. Have you heard anything yet, or do we start talking to people?
Didn't hear yet nothing. I have to
Just confirm the podium.
Sure. Let me see. I have to wait. Sure, Hunter Smith is there, but I assuming. Wait. Okay, so yeah, so race like I said, it's unlucky because the race started. The contact was started for netcode. And then actually Daniel Falkenham said the initial contact was for netcode, and then the full contact started after he lost the control. So the official result is Blumman, Gable, and Smith.
Okay. So the podium stands, and let's bring in Hunter Smith into the waiting room, out of the waiting room. Here he is joining us, Hunter Smith. Almost got that second career win here. Looked really possible, especially with the way on that last pit stop. You really nailed it and jumped your teammate considerably. But as things worked out, the three other guys in front of you also jumped considerably, and you basically had to run them down. But a little bit of bad luck came at the end there to one of those top three, and you inherited the bottom step. Congratulations, though. But talk about your race. Definitely were looking and badly wanted that second win, but not today. But a good performance to kind of back up what we saw you do at Richmond earlier in the season.
Yeah, definitely backed into that one a little bit. That's for sure. That was just me versus Chad, so all I care about was beating Chad tonight. And I successfully did that. Although there's definitely going to be a little bit of drama there. He isn't too happy with me. I'm not as good as the Brazilian clear as he is, and I didn't think I was going to get Wagner there, so I gave Wagner a lane, and Wagner didn't expect it. So, but yeah, that race came down to basically who could take the least amount of fuel on their pit stop, and unfortunately, I got a couple of guys on it, but I wasn't good enough to get up there with the top three on that strategy call.
But overall, a good day for you. I mean, you started 12th, and man, you stormed right to the front. This place agrees with you pretty good on your driving style.
I 100% agree with that. This track, for some reason, not a very good qualifier, but I can race it really well. And as long as I cannot wear out the right front, so tonight just try to keep that temperature down, I was able to keep up and run just fine. But yeah, those opening laps were a blast. Tires are cool, track was cool, everything was working just fine for me. Started getting a little weak towards the end of the run, sadly, but yeah, I'm super excited. Not my best season this year, but it's good at least bringing home one on the podium at least.
Yeah, it's a good way to finish the season, especially one that's not been the best one for you. But you dominated for portions of that Richmond race earlier in the year. We're up front all day today. You were doing pretty well at the Brickyard as well, and the things just didn't work out for you there. So it's a good way to end the season on the right foot. If you can't get a win, at least you got a podium. Now's a good time to shout out friend, family, sponsors, anyone who want to say hi to before we let you go, because it's going to be the last time we hear from everybody until July.
You're no kidding, man. We've got summer break coming up. Just shout out to P1 Broadcasting, your guy and your crew over there. You guys do a great job, and it's an honor running you guys in our car. Best paint scheme in the team by far. No, can't joke about that.
We agree.
Ryan Scholl put up together a very good team this year. We're slowly adding in. Hopefully we'll be half the grid, maybe get 15 cars in there. That'd be nice. Make it easy on you guys. But no, I just appreciate everything you guys do, and Chad for putting in the league, even though he's not very happy with me. But it's all right. I'll buy him a whiskey in this May.
Yeah, it's a couple of weeks. You'll make it up to him when you see each other at the Brickyard. Well, congratulations, and get some rest, and we'll see you next season when we kick it off in July at Pocono.
Sounds like a plan. I'll see you.
That is Hunter Smith. Let's bring in, do we got Ryan Gavel at all? There is Ryan Gavel.
Yes.
And joining us is Ryan Gavel. And Ryan, congratulations. Kind of doing a kind of a partial schedule this season. Not all the races, but the ones that you show up for, you always seem to be kind of up at the front for. And this also is one of the racetracks that you've won at here in the past. This place also agrees with you pretty good. But let's talk about that white flag lap and fighting for the win there at the end.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I did win here. It was a long time ago, but it was nice to come back in the IndyCar this season. I just ran what I could. Had a lot of fun. These oval races, I had a couple where I ran good. I know Phoenix, I was kind of up there, and Twin Ring at the start of the season, I just about pulled off. But no, last lap got a little crazy. I mean, that last 20 laps was just out of control. But it was a lot of fun. I had the strategy just right to where I saved just enough fuel where I could, put the tires on and get out and be right there with those two that Max saved kind of the most of the race. But it was weird how the packs kind of broke apart. Some guys would lose that lead group at the start like Fody did and broke apart. But yeah, that last lap, I feel bad for taking out Falkenham. I knew Fody had clinched, so I would have felt horrific if he had won the championship and then I wrecked him. But I mean, there's a little bit of netcode, which was too bad. I drifted up the track a little bit. I was just getting ready to start turning back down, and I don't know if he was coming down a little bit too. I mean, he gave me plenty of room, but just the slightest bit of netcode grabbed him. So feel bad for that, but then again, that's just IndyCar race, and last lap we're brawling. And I mean, it's not like if I don't wreck him, I finish third or something. I mean, I don't care. I'm not going to win the race into turn 3 once Blauman gets in front of me. It's over there, so I'm finishing third. So I hate the way I got second, but second, third doesn't really matter to me at that point. First or second would have made a difference. But I mean, I'll take a second. I'm glad I got a podium in one of these, finished one of them strong. I did all right. The road courses I ran okay and decent, I guess. And, the ovals, I wish I had some better finishes in a couple of them, but it's good to get one on the podium here.
Was there any team plan at all if it was going to get close for Tyler, for anybody to? I know Ethan retired fairly early. Was there any plans to maybe fall back in the pack and do some team orders type of things to give Tyler a shot if it got close there? Or was it just always everybody for themselves? We just happened to be teammates.
Yeah, I don't know if there was any. I mean, we definitely weren't planning on any sort of pull over and let him by type deal. I think me and Brian were so much further ahead that would have been pretty bad. And I'm pretty sure I wasn't a part of it, but I think the old Lake Norman boys got caught doing something like that not too long ago in some other series.
Well, no, I think you did. I think you did the right thing by once Tyler was kind of in the back and he was kind of stuck there. You had to do your best to race Daniel to rob him of points. If you finished ahead of points, those are less points that he would be getting over Tyler. So you were doing the right thing. But was there ever a plan involved if you were like fourth or if you were like sixth or seventh and he was like eighth or something like that, about letting them by to maybe cushion a few points or anything like that? I mean, you did the right thing where you were and where you finished the race. But was there ever a plan in place to maybe do some team orders to help out Tyler at all?
Yeah, I mean, if it was closer, maybe. I mean, we definitely were going to play nice with them. It's just the way that whole race shook out at the start. I started 10th, and I just went full bore at the start, and a bunch of guys were saving, and I got up toward, I think I was second running for the lead with Chad.
Yeah.
When everyone was like, oh, you got to save, maybe we're going to take no tires on the last stop, which ended up not being the move, because that's what I thought. It was either going to be Daniel or Brian no matter what, because they were going to take no tires, but then we kind of changed our mind. Tires were going to matter a little more than we thought, so we took tires, and it ended up being the three of us because thankfully Chad and Wagner and I think it was Hunter Smith that had to take, too much fuel at the end. We jumped them, and then it was just the three of us. But Fody saving a little too hard. We weren't expecting it to kind of break out like it did, where he lost touch with like the group of 8 or 7 of us that there were.
Yeah.
So kind of early in the race, it got a little scary because he was running 11th. And that was the danger zone where, okay, if Falkenham goes out there and wins, Fody's going to lose the championship. But at that point, it was too late to do really anything about it. But once, Chad got some damage there late and fell back, that kind of locked it in, as well as I think Chris in the 11 car was on a different strategy, had to pit late. So once Fody got there up into 8th or 7th, he knew it was pretty well locked in since, Falkenham didn't lead the most laps, so he was feeling pretty good about where he was. So we didn't have to go too crazy. Obviously, we were racing hard, regardless of Falkenham being in the championship run. I mean, me and Brian were racing hard to win a race and have a good time at the end of the day. So, obviously, trying to get Falkenham to not win the championship was important to us, but it happened naturally where we didn't do anything out of the ordinary. We were just going for it the whole night and had a good time. I feel bad again about wrecking them, but getting into him there was unfortunate, but I'm glad it did not take him out of the championship. I think he still finished second in points, I hope. So
yeah, he did. Points have been updated. Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone you want to say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out to Bojo for the good paint scheme there, everyone at Lake Norman. Dave Huck, my usual sponsor. I jumped in this IndyCar so late last second I didn't even get a scheme made with him on the hood, but he sponsors my cup car, so shout out Dave Huck, everybody in the series. This was pretty fun to run. I'm not sure if I'm going to run it again next season, but it was nice to come back and reminisce. Back when I started in Elite like 6 years ago, this was what I started in, was IndyCar, and almost went back to the victory lane at Gateway 5 or 6 years later, whatever it was, from my other victory there. But it raced a lot like the old Gateway, where you had to build the runs out of 2 and everything and get to the inside into turn 3, even with the new repave. But it was definitely a little bit more racier than it used to be. So I had a good time. Thanks to you guys up in the broadcast doing a good job. Those streams look real good. Chad for running the series and everybody involved. It was a good time. We'll see if I come back to IndyCar again next season. I know I'm running the Cup cars on Wednesday next season again. But yeah, it was a good time. Glad I came back. Glad I got to get one real good finish here.
Oh, come on back to IndyCar. More people are watching us, so
That's right.
come on back. Well, we'll see you in a year. See you when actually not a year, but just a few months from now, hopefully in next season. But congratulations on the finish today.
Yeah, thanks again. Have a good one.
That is Ryan Gavel finishing second today. Here is Brian Blauman. And here is joining us in the booth today's winner, Brian Blauman. I just said it was a matter of time, and time was now, and the day was today, and the night was tonight. Congratulations on that first win, and nothing about it was easy. You really had to have the elbows out, and the fangs definitely showing over the course of that last 20 laps or so. A fantastic last run to secure the win, and even a great last lap there. There was at no time that we really think that was for sure that you were going to win, but you just outlasted everyone and got the win. Congratulations.
Thank you. I cannot tell you how long I've been waiting and wanting to be the last one that you speak to on this broadcast. So this is awesome.
Well, I still got the champions I got to do today, but if this was any other race, you'd be the last guy. But talk about that last lap and that last stint battle. Obviously, the biggest thing that we're hearing, and that we talked about it in the broadcast, Lewis and I were talking about, the short fill was the biggest reason that you guys were able to jump out in front of everybody and have the big gaps. Then once it came down to the three of you, you really kind of slugged it out. I mean, that was some really great racecraft up there that you guys managed to keep it off each other that long, not bang into one another, not cause an earlier wreck. I mean, we went caution-free basically this entire race. So you were up there. There was no rest at all. You were turning laps constantly at 25 seconds a lap, shifting gears 3-4 times a lap. I mean, there was no rest in this race whatsoever.
No, there's so much to manage. I think what surprised us all was how much of a pack race that was. So it was all about just managing the fuel without losing the draft. And I knew that since me and Falkingham were going the longest on fuel and Gavel was right there with us, that it was probably going to come down to the end because, I mean, we were able just to get an overcut on the rest of those guys. And yeah, those last 20 laps, I mean, shout out to Falkingham and Gavel. That was so much fun. We got as close as we could without touching, and it was so intense. Yeah, with no yellows, it was a lot, but then the last 20 laps, you know, didn't have to worry about fuel saving or managing anything, could just go flat out. And man, I still can't believe it. I can't wait to watch this back. That was so much fun.
You are now the 39th different winner of the Elite Racing League and the P1 IndyCar Championship to win a race here. 39th different winner. You join Alexis, Daniel, and Matt Wagner as the first-time winners this season. Congratulations. And again, we've known it's been coming for a while. Great way to finish the season off, too, on the best foot possible to kind of vault yourself into a position of one to watch, as a driver of one to watch as we get into the next championship and the next schedule. And, of course, in the upcoming schedule, you're also pretty good on road courses, and we're adding one more road course to the schedule. So you got to be feeling pretty good now as you look at next year's schedule that it might be coming up maybe your turn to win the championship instead of Tyler.
Well, I mean, this field is so hard to beat week in, week out, but I'm really proud of being able to just each season take a little bit of a step forward, and this season was no different. It's going to be difficult to beat a guy like Falkingham, a guy like Stanley, a guy like Fody, for a whole season. But I think tonight just finally showed that I can run up there with these guys, and as long as I continue to have good performances week in, week out, I mean, I don't see why I don't have a shot, at least.
Shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone you want to say hi to on this big first win?
Well, first off, I do want to give Tyler Fody the biggest shout-out of all. He let me run with Lake Norman this season, and it's been so much fun, and I just want to congratulate him on a well-deserved title. That's awesome for him to get all the elite titles now wrapped up under his belt. And then, again, shout-out to Falkingham and Gavel there at the end. That was just an awesome last 20 laps. Like I said, I can't wait to go watch it back. And then shout out to you guys as well, because I'm sure the broadcast was amazing. And like I said, I will certainly enjoyed to watch this back. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. I'm going to watch this race over and over again.
Well, congratulations on the first win. I think the first of many that we will see. Congratulations. And, go celebrate. Yeah, you definitely earned it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You guys have a great night.
All right, that's Brian Blauman. A very happy Brian Blauman. Okay, let's talk about the points now. The point situation, points have been updated. Lewis, Tyler Fode wins the championship by 36 points over Daniel Falkenham. Brian Blauman does come in third. Ethan Stanley falls to fourth, 97 points back. So there's only Brian Blauman, by getting this win today, he actually vaults himself onto the bottom step of the podium for the championship. So this is a good thing for him as well, getting this win. Ethan Stanley finishes fourth. Hunter Ingrave, just bad luck. But all the bad luck that he had, he still came home fifth. I mean, you think if some of those things turned the other way for him, he'd be up inside the top four, but he still comes home fifth. Chad Frankenfeld, again, bad luck, but he still gets a top 10 finish, comes home sixth. Ryan Schold, he's had some bad luck down the stretch. Not the finishes he was looking for after getting I think a good podium at St. Pete. But the rest of the season didn't unfold the way he was hoping. He comes home seventh. Hunter Smith is in eighth. This is the interesting stat. So for Tyler, for Daniel, for Brian, for Ethan, for Hunter, for Chad, for Ryan, and for Hunter, they all started 11 races this season. So those are all going to count. They'll get the one drop, of course. But Craig Forsyth somehow comes home ninth, tied in ninth in points with Ryan Gavel. And Craig only started 9 races, or 9 races are counting for him, and only 8 races are counting for Gavel, and that brings him into the top 10. But unfortunately for Matt Wagner, who had so much bad luck down the stretch, who actually got a good finish today, he made 10 races this season, or had 10 races that are kind of counting the points, and he finishes on the outside of the top 10, unfortunately, just because of all that mid-season bad luck he had. But it just goes to show you, for people like Craig and like Ryan, and also to a lesser extent Alexis, who comes home 12th, good finishes almost vaulted them all. Their finishes alone, just being consistently good finishes, vaulted them into the top 10.
Yeah, actually, talking about Alexis, is in 12, kind of 12, because it's not 10 over there, because it's a tie between Craig and Ryan. She also have the bad luck too. So yeah. Even Chad have bad luck. She make 4 pole position, and she only won 1 race. Thinking about it, 4 pole position and winning the 4 races, and have a regular races in between. It could be counting her winning the race today, or maybe battle for the championship with Tyler Fode and Falkenham. Sorry. But it is, like you said, she did 7 races. Also, even Ryan Gable did 8, and Craig Forsyth 9. You're right. I think if he put a little bit more or stay more in that, what if stay in the top or battle for the championship, or maybe top 5, even that.
Yeah.
But I still thinking about it. The races they give a penalty to Diane Falkenham, they cost a lot. Especially in this race, when he just lost the championship for 36 points.
Let's bring in Daniel Falkenham right now, and he does join us in the booth. He is the 2026A Rookie of the Year of the P1 IndyCar Championship, but no P1 Cup for you this time, finishing second in the points. And a thrilling race there at the end between the 3 of you, Gavel and Blauman, and you up front racing this out at the end. But again, a little bit of net code and then some contact that kind of prevents you from getting across that start-finish line and kind of betraying a type of race that you had. You had a really, really good race, and you did everything you needed to do to try to win this championship, and it just didn't work out in your favor today. You got the Rookie of the Year, so there's some motivation and some momentum going into next season if you choose to come back for next season. But if you do, you got to feel a lot of motivation for next season now.
Oh, believe me, I got a ton of motivation considering just how well we ran this season. I wasn't sure how it was going to be coming in, but when we were ripping off all those wins in the first half, I felt like, okay, we got a chance. We got something going here. And then that last lap there, just that code pretty much kind of sums up my second half of the season. Pretty much just doing everything, doing all the right stuff, and literally not one single incident was my fault that takes me out of contention. So yeah, I was like, no one could say I don't have the heart, because like I was freaking gunning it out those last several laps, just trying to win the thing, and just came up short. But I mean, it is what it is. Just we lost so many points throughout the second half of the season through no fault of our own, and that's just racing. That's just part of it. But I was like, we got at least Rookie of the Year, so I guess we got something to come away with. But no, congrats to Fody. He was the most consistent when I wasn't on my mark. So very deserving champ. Proud of him, and we'll try to come back with a vengeance, because boy, I'm more motivated than ever to see if we can try to go win one of these championships.
Well, I'll give you a chance to do your shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone who want to say hi to for winning the big Rookie of the Year at least, and overall having a pretty successful season. 4 wins this season, led all drivers. And you're right, a handful of laps here and there, and the story for the outcome of this championship is completely different.
Yeah, as I say, it's beauty of racing. But
yep.
We'll try to come back better next year, or next season, whenever that starts. But yeah, I got to shout out Chad for putting this on. Shout out to you guys for broadcasting, and shout out to P1 for sponsoring the whole series. Y'all do an incredible job with these broadcasts. I've gone back and watched pretty much every single broadcast, and the quality of work that you guys do is incredible. So shout out to you, all y'all that you guys do. Shout out to Fody. Congrats to him on the title. I'm sure we'll be back at it again next season. And shout out to Blauman on the win. That was a heck of a race between me, him, and Gavel there at the end. I just wish we could have. Actually, we did cross the line. The scoring board may show we're a lap down, but we did cross the line. So we at least cleared the whole race. But I wish we could have finished it in one piece. But shout out to them boys for a heck of a race up front. And yeah, shout out to everyone who comes out races to make this stuff possible. Thanks to everyone watching. Hopefully we put on a heck of a show for y'all.
All right, we'll see you next season. Daniel, congratulations on the Rookie of the Year and finishing second in the championship.
All right, thank you, Gary. Y'all have a good one.
That is Daniel Falkingham. Let's bring in our champion. I do want to, sometimes I run graphics and they overlap each other a little bit, and I do want to do this with Brian Blauman again if he wants to get a proper screenshot. Let me remove this and put the results back up so that way he can take a screenshot of that one more time with his car in the background. And okay, there we go. And then we will bring the camera to Tyler Fody and put his name on the screen here. Here we go. And let's bring up our champion. Finally, he got the milk last week. He gets the cup this week, and now becomes the first Elite Racing League Grand Slam champion, winner in the Cup Series with a Cup Championship, winner in the Grand National Series with a Grand National Championship, winner in the Truck Series with a Truck Series Championship, and now a winner and championship with the IndyCar Championship here in the Elite Racing League. Congratulations, you are now a Grand Slam champion.
Thank you, Gary, and your pick too.
Thank you for making me look smart.
Yeah.
Yes,
thank you. I picked Ron, okay?
Yeah.
But I picked you as the Indy 500 champ.
I saw that. Appreciate it, Lewis. Wow, I can't believe it finally happened. Oh my God. I don't have much to say because it's still all happening right now, but my race was really boring. I screwed it up at the start and lost the draft, and yeah, the team and everyone putting up a good fight with Daniel and just getting a couple spots there at the end. I made it way more stressful on myself than I needed it to be, but yeah, wow, we're here.
There was a part early in the race. It kind of got tight quarters with some of the racers you were around, and then after that, we kind of saw you kind of fall back. Was that an eye-opening experience? And you're like, whoa. Was that kind of what started to change the outcome of your race as to, okay, I'm not going to be racing for a win or a top 5. I'm going to be racing for a best finishing position I can get.
Yeah, and I hate racing like that, and I know the moment you're talking about. I started off thinking I'm just going to run like 5th or 6th, and this package has never been this racy here ever. And all the times I've run this, we get strung out, which is what I was planning for. But yeah, I forget what lap it was. It had to have been in the first 10 or 15, but I had Stanley outside going into 1, and then Hunter Smith just kind of sent it in, and I was 3 wide middle coming out of 2, and it felt really close. I don't know how close it was, but I thought I was going to get hit, and yeah, that kind of shocked me a little bit, and I just kind of went back into just like a conserve mode, and I still felt okay running like 10th place or so, just down on the engine map, and the gap started growing a little bit, which I didn't really care too much for. And then it got out to like 2 to 3 seconds, and I was thinking, okay, let me go back to map 1 and just kind of close this back up real quick so I can keep saving. And I've had it in map 1 for like 20 laps straight, as hard as I could go, and we could not catch the lead group. So, I mean, apologies to everyone behind me, because I'm pretty sure I was the reason I split the field in half the way it was. And the most of those guys, I mean, a lot of respect to them. They were being really generous with me, but yeah, I accidentally split the field like that, and then we just couldn't make the ground back up no matter what I did. And that was really painful, because for the next 100, 200 laps, I was running about 10th, which had Daniel 1 was not going to be good enough. So that was stressing me out for literally the whole race, just running by myself more or less with a little group. Yeah, I just had to hit the pit stops though, and just pray no yellow came out while I was temporarily a lap down. And we got a couple spots right near the end. We had ran down a couple guys, and then Chad had his damage and ended up just sliding into 7th or 8th, I think it was. And at that point, I was with like 20 to go. I could finally breathe. And of course, I had Brian and Gavel just screaming on the other end, because they were racing for the win. And Brian's been at this for so long and has never won. And yeah, I mean, it was just a cool moment. I know Gavel and Daniel had a netcode deal right at the end, which is unfortunate, but yeah, I mean, for Brian to win, get a 1-2 title over here, and it was just a crazy way to end the night, which started not so great. So yeah, just happy.
I got a couple more questions for you, and then we'll let you get to the shout-outs and hold the microphone as long as you need to, because you are the champ. Was there ever a time during this race outside of that moment early on in that first stint, the come to Jesus moment, where like, okay, I'm going to back off here a little bit? So was there never another time in the race, or was that the time where you just did this ever come into doubt? Like, okay, I don't know if I can't pick it up here, if luck goes another way, I'm going to lose this thing. Was there ever any doubt at any point during this race?
Yeah, that was a mess for like the first half of this race, because we lost the draft, and being 10th was kind of good, but kind of not. I just, deep down, I knew Daniel was going to find a way to win this thing, which he borderline almost did. And yeah, being 10th, 11th, whatever we were for that first half, I mean, I was super nervous every time we had to pit, because the lead group was going longer and I was a lap down, and I was just thinking a yellow's going to come out. And yeah, a couple times too, I think the first or second pit entry, I tried to push and I almost sped going in, and that was another wake-up call. We were just all over the place. So I dialed it back in the second half and just kind of let it come to me at that point, and yeah, it just did right at the end. So yeah, just had to keep it interesting.
Smallest field of the year. We only had 21 cars, but still, it can get tight in places at Gateway. Did you ever, and you talked about it a couple times, where you were waiting for a caution and hoping that a caution would come out? Did you ever think of a race here? We've had 2 races now this season, and a 500-miler at Fontana, and the 4th longest race of the year, which is this one, go caution-free. Was it ever in your wildest dreams that you'd be having a caution-free 325-mile race, open wheelers at Gateway?
No. Like I said, we've done this track, I don't know how many seasons in a row, and the old package pre-hybrid, it would be kind of hard to stay within a half second. You'd kind of string out, you'd want to do the fuel strategy. So and we still got cautions in those races, so I was fully expecting at least a yellow or two, and then the race started, it ended up being packy, and I get cut off, obviously, and I'm for sure the whole race I was thinking we're going to get a yellow, which is how close everyone was, which made it worse for me because those times where I would be a lap down, I was just waiting for it, especially with this package. But yeah, I just really impressed really with everyone to keep it green. 2 races in the year doing that, especially here with how it raced tonight, is pretty impressive.
All right, I've done some research. So there's not very many sports that actually have. Baseball has the Grand Slam. That's a bases-loaded home run, but that's not like a Grand Slam champion. But there are such things as Grand Slam champions. So, for instance, tennis. If you win the Australian, French, U.S., and Wimbledon, the U.S. Open and Wimbledon, that's their Grand Slam. For golf, it's the Masters, PGA, U.S. Open, and British Open. And you could win those either all in the same season or over the course of your career. In your situation, you've won all 4 of your championships over the course of your Elite Racing League career. The closest, I guess, that we have in auto racing would be, I know that there's the IndyCar Triple Crown. Only one driver has ever won that in the 100-plus year history of IndyCar racing. That is Alan Senior back in 1978. But, again, not a Grand Slam, not 4 wins, only 3 wins. So the closest auto racing comparison that I could think of was the old Winston Million that NASCAR used to have, which you had to win 3 of the 4, Daytona, Talladega, Charlotte, and Darlington. You had to win 3 of the 4, and you would get the $1 million bonus from Winston. And only 2 won that. Bill Elliott won that, and Jeff Gordon won that by winning 3 of the 4 races, but never all 4 races. So Lewis and I like to watch wrestling every now and then. So we know wrestling is scripted and predetermined, but typically the championship belts always go to the people that can sell tickets and bring people to the arena to come watch the matches, right? So the Triple Crown or the Grand Slam champions in wrestling are like Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle and Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, Jay White, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Like, these are big names in the business, and they've either won the world championship and like the mid-card title and like a tag team title. And those are the kind of the titles that classify them as a Grand Slam. So there's not a lot of real world examples to relate you to other than possibly tennis and golf. To have you be the only driver of all these drivers, I wanted to look it up today, but unfortunately SimRacer Hub was not working for me, and I don't know how many hundreds of drivers have gone through Elite Racing League and participated in at least one Elite Racing League race over the course of the 10-year history of Elite Racing League. But of the 10-year history of the Elite Racing League, you are the only driver to win a championship at the highest formula levels that the Elite Racing League has to offer. So that's Cup, Trucks, Grand National, IndyCar. You're the only driver to ever do that. I've done probably 500 plus broadcasts. I've only broadcasted one driver to win a Triple Crown, and that wasn't too long ago. I've never broadcasted anyone winning, they're getting their Grand Slam. And that now falls to you. You have won the Grand Slam. So you will forever now go down. Take it for what it's worth. You can hype it up or not. It could be a false title or no title, whatever. But you will forever go down as a Grand Slam champion of the Elite Racing League. How do you feel about that? As I just put it in comparison to all these other sports and how rare a Grand Slam champion is.
Yeah, you hyped it up really good. I mean, that was awesome. But yeah, I've been running this league since 2020, A season. Of right peak COVID's when I started doing this, and found Elite. And I've always and forever have been just a NASCAR guy. And yeah, just Chad, the way he puts this league on and what it's grown into and all the series is just super cool. And I started in trucks and did the whole NASCAR progression up through it all, and really never even looked towards IndyCar at all, but had gotten trucks and the Grand National and the Cup. I do have to say my good buddy Tate Lytle was the first guy ever to do the NASCAR sweep of Cup, Grand National, and truck, which at the time we were kind of racing for that, and he did that, which was awesome, and no one had ever done that. And then it was 23B was when I finally got Cup, which is what I had been missing. I had the truck and the Grand National, but 23B got the Cup, and right after that, I had decided well, no one's ever done and got the 4th, which is IndyCar. At the time, Chad had IndyCar, Trucks, and Cup. He was missing Grand National. Tate was missing IndyCar. So just logically, 24A was coming around, and I'm like, I'm just going to grind this out no matter how many seasons it takes. Going to do IndyCar, which I never was an IndyCar guy before that, and learned a ton of stuff. Big shout out to Adriano Pinheiro. Learned a ton from him just watching him race. Easily, I mean, undoubtedly the best IndyCar guy the league's ever seen, and I mean on the sim in general's got to be one of the best, if not the best. So big shout out to him. Learned a lot from him. I think I was 4th in that very first season in the championship standings, and then the next 3 seasons was runner up to Adriano. Just so close for so many seasons. I guess it's 2 years of real time. Yeah, just trying to get this, and yeah, to finally have it happen. I know Adriano wasn't here for this, but to have a competitor like Daniel, who's, I mean, back in the Pro Series now on the NASCAR side, and yeah, just to have him as a competitor all season and push me, we pushed each other, just really makes it a lot sweeter to finally get this done. So yeah, I appreciate the words and the hype for being the first one. I would love to see, if Tate's still listening, I'd love to see Tate try and run this IndyCar series and be the second one, because this is all he needs. Or Chad with Grand National. But yeah, just super cool, super fortunate to have a league like this with you guys. I mean, the whole thing from top to bottom, broadcasting, the drivers, just the series, everything. Just super cool. So really fortunate. A ton of people I got to thank, which I'm going to forget all the names, but yeah, just the team, obviously the Lake Norman guys, for all the seasons and everyone that's a part of that group. Just the tips and just the driving and the learning off of each other and everything that they give. Stanley especially, over the years was a big help with road course stuff, and Brian and Gavel these last couple seasons, Brian especially, which huge shout out to him for getting the win tonight. That was awesome to see. Yeah, shout out to the team. Shout out to my dad also, who's still probably watching at this point. He has been watching me since 2020. All of these titles has been there for being my #1 fan. Finally convinced him to get on a couple years ago, and now he's turning some laps, has got a couple wins himself, which is super cool to see. Got my brother involved. Just a super cool league. So yeah, and then shout out to you guys too here, just for all that you do. This is easily my favorite broadcast to watch, just with the quality that you guys do. Just literally with the resolution and the picture looks amazing, but then also just the way you run it, just like the real thing, the commentary, just top to bottom amazing. So yeah, I could keep going on, but I'm running out of breath here. So just thanks to everyone. And yeah, I couldn't ask for a better time to do this.
Well, I would let you hold the microphone longer if you needed to, but I think you want to go celebrate with friends and family.
Yeah.
Last week, drinking the milk. This week, hoisting the cup for his first career IndyCar Championship, and now the only Grand Slam champion of the Elite Racing League. You got to put like four cups on your car or something like that on the side pod or something. I mean, no one else can call themselves a Grand Slam champion. I would wear that one into the ground and wear it for all it's worth too. But congratulations, Tyler. You earned it. You've been so close for so long. It was just a matter of time. You are now the grand champion of the series. You get to hold that title now until we crown a new champion in November, right back here at the Worldwide Technology Raceway. But congratulations. Go celebrate. You've earned it.
Appreciate it. Take it easy, guys.
Well, Lewis, that is it for another season. I'm very happy for our champion. I'm very happy that we've both got to be on the booth here to commentate for a person that wins a Grand Slam. Obviously, I tried to put that in perspective. It doesn't happen very often in real sports. So this is I don't suspect that we will see another unless he called Tate Lytle out. Tate, if you want to, come on, man. Come on. We'd love to see more IndyCar drivers. If Tate wants to do this and maybe he could contend for the championship, maybe we can call his triple or his Grand Slam championship. But I don't foresee another Grand Slam champion for quite a while. And Tyler Fode will forever now go down as being the first ever Grand Slam champion.
Oh, sure. It is really difficult to find out. It have to be like somebody in the real life that said, you know what, I want to be a Grand Slam champion for everything. They used to happen, but it's some people really stop it to do that stuff. So it's really difficult to do it. And then that's when Tyler Fode did. And he was so much close, really close. It was close actually in 2025 A. When he was in round 11, 19 points behind, but he got a penalty in a race, in the Cup race.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't show up in the last race on 2025A, and he finished 122 behind on Adriano Pinheiro. He basically won the champion Adriano Pinheiro that day. So all the stuff it was for Adriano Pinheiro. He worked close for 3 times, and all these 3 times he finished on second. So. It is what it is, and I think good champion. The way he driving Sainz in Motegi when he finished on 4 that day, to now when he at least recognized that he messed, but he finished on 6 because Chad and Chad and Fockingham have an incident on the end of the race. So basically, with that, they closed the champions and that. So we're gonna come back on July 23 with it's kind of crazy to say that we're gonna come back on Pocono 500. It's really weird. Maybe you're gonna tell me never gonna happen to have a 5 miles race in the first race on the season. Maybe
not in real IndyCar racing. Not. I don't think it's ever happened in real IndyCar racing. I know they used to start the season kind of out on Ontario, but I don't think they ever did a 500-miler at Ontario. So typically, no. But yeah, you're right. We will start off with the Pocono 500, July 20. I got the schedule up on the screen right now. Everyone can see.
Sure.
So we are going to have a proper Triple Crown for the 2026 B season. So we'll be Pocono, Indianapolis, and then the US 500 at Michigan towards the end of the season. Go ahead. Anything else you want to say about the season?
Yeah, the last one. I'm going to start to practice my numbers. So laps. They did 2,263 laps. In miles, they did 3,482.35 miles, and we did 32.55 average driver of this season. And to be honest, it was a really, really big. And unfortunately, once again, it's not something we always talking about the last race. It's always happening with have a small field, but it is okay. With small field, we have a big race, starting from the half a race to the finish. So it was a good. Actually, we break records, viewers. We break records in grid. So it was a really success 2026 A. But I hope for the next season with this basically 14 races, we have from July 23 on summer and finish on November 12 in fall, have the same people around. So for me, nothing more to say. Good job for Tyler Fode, nice champion, and see you on the couple months for another kick for Season B.
Yeah, also don't forget the Elite Racing League's Indy Light Series will resume its season Thursday, June 4th at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time with rounds 3 and 4. Join Lewis, who will call the action from Detroit and Richmond, and those will all be on P1 Broadcasting. Link is in the description. There is the schedule, and you can see some of these very same drivers in the lower formula as they try to get a little extra seat time before we kick off the season later in July. And once again, here is the schedule for next season. If you've watched, you're thinking about being a part of the Elite Racing League and would like to possibly investigate learning to be a participant in the Elite Racing League's IndyCar Championship. Link to the Discord server is in the description. Sign up there and ask admins all your questions. But here is the schedule. It is the longest schedule we've done to date, 14 rounds. It's going to have the most road courses that we've had on a schedule. We've gone from 4 road courses now to 5. We have a doubleheader at Chicagoland. For rounds 5 and 6, we'll have 3 500-mile races at Pocono, Indianapolis, and at Michigan. And, of course, we'll always wrap up at Worldwide Technology Raceway, and we will wrap up just short of Thanksgiving, so it'll give everyone plenty of time to start getting ready for the PRI Hoosier 500, which will take place the next month. But that is your schedule. So longest season ever, most road courses, and also another doubleheader. So, and also there'll be a throwback livery race probably for the Milwaukee race in round 3. So that is getting ready, and it's going to be a pretty aggressive schedule, as you see from the dates. It's pretty much back to back to back to back to back. So no rest for the weary. And don't forget, also involved on that schedule is Indy 500 quals, and that will be on September 24th, as we will do what we did a couple weeks ago all over again in September and October for the 17th running of the Lucas Oil School of Racing Indianapolis 500. All right, let's get that off there. Let's just leave up Tyler's car there. And then we'll just do that, put his name back for our Grand Slam champion, and then let's get on out of here. I again, like what Lewis said, I do want to thank everybody. When I first started broadcasting here, IndyCar was second, third, fourth down on the list of one of the least viewed things here on the Elite Racing Network, and now we had a record-breaking season, and that's all because of you and these drivers that are here on the track that have participated. The racecraft has been awesome. The races have been outstanding, and all of your support at home, whether it be families, friends, sponsors, whatever watching at home, you guys have been great. Thank you for tuning in every Thursday night just about to hear us blab on and to have our voices raised and for me to stutter and everything. Thank you for being a part of these Thursday nights the last couple of weeks. We're going to give you back your Thursday nights for the time being. Get your rest because it's getting ready to start all over again here very shortly. So that's it for tonight. Once again, your podium here for the 13th running of the F5 Challenge St. Louis 500 for Worldwide Technology Raceway. Brian Blauman gets his first career win. Ryan Gavel, best podium finish of the season. Best podium for a while for him. Comes home second. Best finish of the season for sure. And Hunter Smith, a good podium finish for him, coming home third to wrap up this season. That is your top 3, and want to congratulate Tyler Fode for winning the 2026A IndyCar Championship, and also want to congratulate Daniel Falkenham. He finished second in the championship, but he is your 2026A IndyCar Championship Rookie of the Year. Join us again July 23rd, 2026. We start this all over again for the 8th running of the F5 Challenge 500 from Pocono Raceway. Again, that's right here, starting off 2026 with the 500-mile and a crown jewel race. Coverage starts again around 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time right here on the Elite Racing Network. Again, at 7:45 p.m. Eastern. Remember, it'll be an all-new season, but the same time, so you can find everything right here at YouTube at youtube.com and just keyword search Elite Racing Network. We will have thumbnails up in advance, so all you have to do is just hit the notify me button and you'll be notified when we go live. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game's not an easy one, so please help support ERN with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know you thought of tonight's race and you enjoyed tonight's coverage. Support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so you miss out on more of ERN's other iRacing programming, including the Tanks.GG Truck Series. They run Sundays at 8:30. The Racecraft Grand National Series. They run Mondays at 7:30. But if you have an itch for more IndyCar racing, then check out P1 Broadcasting's Open Wheel Road Racing Monday night doubleheader with the official iRacing IndyCar Open Series running at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by the official iRacing Indy Next Road Series at 10 p.m. Eastern. Racing, no matter how you like it, can be found right here on ERN or over on P1. Tonight's 13th running of the St. Louis 500 for Worldwide Technology Raceway and Gateway is proudly sponsored by F5 Challenge. This nonprofit organization enriches lives through face-to-face fellowship and exciting adventure challenges in a faith-driven environment. Their mission is built on the 5 F's: faith, fellowship, fitness, fortitude, and fun. F5 Challenge inspires people to lead active, connected, and purpose-filled lives. To learn more, to get involved, visit their website or follow them on social media. All the links you need are in the description. The Elite Racing League's IndyCar Championships naming rights are paid for by P1 Broadcasting. P1 is an esports broadcaster specializing in online sim racing on the iRacing platform. P1 is a proud supporter of the Elite Racing League's IndyCar US 500 and Triple Crown Challenge. To learn more about P1 or request a quote for your iRacing League, check out social media or check out our social media links. P1 can be found on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and Linktree, and you can find all the links you need in today's description of today's broadcast. A special thank you to the Elite Racing League's premier sponsors, of which we would not be doing this without them: Blue Egg Marketing, Worldwide Technology Raceway, Lucas Oil School of Racing, and Tom Boland Ford. Don't spin your wheels, accelerate your success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. Easy for me to say. Hey, Worldwide Technology Raceway, make sure you go buy tickets for their premier event, the IndyCar Championship race they got coming up later this season, just shortly after Indianapolis 500. You can buy tickets if you go to www.raceway.com. You buy tickets today. Lucas Oil School of Racing is dedicated to developing the next generation of open-wheel drivers through professional instruction in real race cars with real on-track experience. Don't forget Tyler Fode. We'll be going to see them here over the summer for 2 days worth of classes as for winning the Indy 500. Tom Boland Ford is your trusted Ford dealership who offers extensive new and pre-owned inventory as well as lease specials, finance options, and expert auto service. To learn more, all the links you need for all these premier sponsors are in the description. For business inquiries and learn more about the Elite Racing League and what we do, you can subscribe on YouTube. You can like us on Facebook. You can follow us on X and Instagram. So, for Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at the Elite Racing Network, the Elite Racing League, P1, all of the sponsors, I'm Gary Gatto saying good night. Thanks for watching. And to all of our men and women serving in the military and the first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Once again, congratulations to our series champion, Tyler Fode, for becoming the first Grand Slam champion in the Elite Racing League. And also congratulations to our Rookie of the Year, Daniel Falkingham, for winning the Rookie of the Year. And I'm sure that he will be back with a vengeance next season when we kick this all off again. And speaking of that, you can catch us all again July 23rd when we go to Pocono for the next race and the first race of next season for the Elite Racing League's P1 IndyCar Championship. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next season.